Are we on?
Okay, why didn't anyone say anything?
Good job.
Because we're always talking when it starts and then it's just...
Welcome back.
Did you clap?
To...
Is it synced though?
Sorry. Can we sync up?
Sync up?
Shh.
Quiet on set.
3, 2, 3.
1.
Did you clap?
I did.
Out of sync.
Now we have to turn the fucking thing off.
Any big announcements?
We
You're
can
got new
adopt a
shoes.
dog!
I got new shoes.
Yeah, congratulations.
Hey, let's
Tell
start
them
with the
about
big
them.
news.
Okay, you get dogs.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to promote him.
You got dogs.
I just got new shoes for.
Nice.
For
Not named anti-vaxxer.
But you can pay us though for it if you want, Kyrie.
Who?
Happily
Not
take your money.
No.
Kyrie.
Other than that, nope.
Other than that, not much.
Nothing's going on. No new merch.
No new merch this
No
week?
new
Merch,
schedules
no
coming
Thought we were
out.
rolling out- thought we
I
were-
No
looked up-
campaign 2.
I looked at merch.
No campaign 2 announcement this week.
Nothing yet.
Fuck. What a boring week for announcements.
Got this thing.
Oh,
We got the M Street in the house.
Oh!
Cool.
Find it at your local FG Bradley's.
Or other gaming shop.
Unless Bradley doesn't want to pay us, then find it where
Yeah,
the fuck
get outta
we
here.
find
In that case,
it.
fuck you, Bradley.
Anybody named Bradley.
Fuck him.
Other than that, I don't think any cool other announcements. Unless you guys have any.
I got none.
Ooh, I know like our schedule is everything to us, but it's gonna be tough because I think you're on vacation the next couple weeks.
Yeah.
So,
I might see
sorry
another
guys.
actor in here
Yeah.
for
so-
me.
All
Another actor.
300 watching, guys.
Wow, live?
Sorry.
We're at 300.
Wow, that's
Low
really
for
that's
Friday.
a small number this week.
It's a
really
Friday
small,
night,
small
people are
number.
drinking,
Yeah, that
watching
things to
TV.
do. We appreciate every single one of you, though. I'm leaving.
Absolutely.
We
Oh,
have
yeah.
our...
I understand. Thanks for coming out, guys.
Alright.
Cheers, forgot it was built into
Love you
Mike's
guys.
contract. You need at least
See ya.
500.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Fun.
what were you calling
Whoa,
about?
gotcha.
We never figured that out.
Were you
I
just
was
calling to let us
literally
know you
calling
walked
to
away?
see that you got a hold of Adam, who didn't respond to any of the group chat, and then I was like, I got all the info I need. Call him back.
We did good at volleyball last week.
so funny.
That was great. It was good.
Our whole conversation.
So Alex got.
But anyway,
I want to know. I want to know.
last week,
I want to know.
you guys.
We're not going to remember.
It's okay. That's not that big deal.
You'll
Last
rewatch
week,
it
you
and,
guys-
remind me.
Walked up the street. So really good job. And that is all.
And we killed a man. So.
we did.
No, we
No,
got
get
a
it.
man
You were
killed.
responsible for a death. Also, you did murder a couple people and some goblins. You passed through the city of Westruun to head up to the Scholars Ward and the Cobalt Reserve to do some research on a number of topics. This orb that you're carrying, this mace that you're carrying, your devil friend Zartaza, who has been harassing you, a number of things. You made it up the street, got to the gate, and then in an attempt to convince the monks guarding the gate to open it for you, Felix decided to pull out the mace. Which triggered a meeting with Zartaza in her little pocket plane. Didn't go great, I would say. I would say the meeting was negative. I would say there wasn't a lot of positives that came out of it. And because
Could have been
of
an
that,
email though.
could have been an email. It could
This
have been.
meeting could have been.
Could have been an email.
God.
Could have just been a text chain.
Yeah.
When we think about it. But you came out of that meeting and decided to strike your. You didn't decide. Zartaza made you strike your friend Zephin in the back of the head with the mace, which hurt and would have hurt more if not for his inability to be hurt by fire. You misty stepped through the gates. The monks panicked and opened
God,
the gate
dude.
for your
Oh my
friends.
god, dude, somehow they fight.
And then the goblins decided to attack, which started a fierce battle, which took place over many turns. It looked like you had the upper hand. The monks had surrounded you, managed to close the gate. You were clearing out the rest that were on the street when you had your first combat encounter with Aurelia Hemming, the Margrave of Westruun.
I'm not gonna lie, kind of a bitch.
She was a little nasty.
I just realized my
Oh.
attack.
You okay?
Does that mean that means my attack goes up?
Right.
Your what?
My
Attack
attack goes up?
bonuses go up.
My
Yeah.
attack
Yeah,
goes
I
up?
just
Attack
Googled
bonuses
it.
go up.
I just Googled it.
Yeah.
4, 2.
Yes, your proficiency. Guys,
Yeah!
everything that your proficiency touches. Yes.
Yep.
Jesus. We leveled
Nice
up last
try,
time.
DM.
Nobody's trying. You just
You
didn't
literally
try enough.
hid that from us.
Nobody hid that.
No,
What about my
Side.
damage? No.
No.
No damage,
proficiency is not
it's just
added
attack
to
bonus.
damage, but your attack bonus will go up. That is true.
Liar.
And your
Sorry,
saving
brother.
throw will go up.
That's
My saving throw.
Like
My saving throws.
yeah, saving throw and
my
attack bonus.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
After a fierce battle ensued, Aurelia presented herself on the field, filled you full of crossbow bolts, and just as it looked like we were going to escape the day unharmed, Bear decided to do his bear thing and turn into his werebear form.
Decided is a.
I suppose we
fair
didn't decide.
term.
I'm
Yeah.
using the word decide
A
fairly
lot.
loosely
Very
here.
loosely.
He charged up the wall as in his werebear form and came within a couple points of death at the hands of Aurelia.
Oh really?
Managed to run across the wall, fuck up some goblins, charge back down into the fray. Your friends were forced to shoot you with an arrow, and it was then that the monk who was helping you down in the square, Jason, basically
Jason
Derulo.
Derulo. That's why I killed him. Not because I dislike Jason Derulo, but because I couldn't handle this at the table for
Makes
another
you
few
wanna
weeks.
sing.
But he's dead now. It doesn't matter. He's gone.
No.
He's dead and gone. And you saw his soul essentially exit his body as soon as he was knocked unconscious.
Right.
God, I hate that.
It was then that
Right.
you saw Expositor Dav Iaderon call from the door of the Cobalt Soul, called you guys this way. You guys ran into the door, and she shuts the door behind you. Bear still in his hairy werebear form for the first time conscious.
10 plus your perception.
Harry
And
boys.
she looked at each one of you and went, "Who the fuck are you?"
We are the innocent. And we are deeply sorry. My name is Scout Captain Felix White. I feel we are responsible for the loss of your brother.
It's then, as you are talking, your eyes kind of open to the room in front of you. The Cobalt Reserve is one of the largest reserves of knowledge in the world on Exandria. It's almost in the shape, you're like in this great grand entrance hall. Everything is marbled. There's a large ornate kind of wooden desk in the middle, and like a stadium, it's like got a ring. You're basically on the outside ring, and in towards the middle where the playing field would be are just endless stacks of books. This place is a hive of activity right now. You see a ton of people in blue robes pulling books off the shelf, loading them onto carts, and wheeling them away. The shelves are not full. They're about half full. Whatever you have caught here, it seems as though it is an exodus. Davia Darren just kind of looks at each of you, looks at you specifically in your hairy-ass bear form, goes, "I've seen a lot of things in this world. I have not seen something like this. Why are you here? Why did you get my man killed? Why is the Margrave trying to fill you with arrows?"
We're hoping you can answer some of those questions for us, but we're here seeking knowledge, and we were here innocently to do so, but unfortunately, the Margrave has plans, and she wants what we have.
And what is it that you bring with you?
I'll touch
The mace,
pull it out.
Felix. Pull out the mace, Felix.
I will touch the orb, the green orb, I think specifically.
Yeah, you
is
see
what-
her eyes kind of darting like between you guys and looking past you. She's clearly the one like in charge here, so she starts shouting commands as you're going through your bag. She just goes like, Dyer, Sian, pull the books, not those ones, the ones from the back, the ones I told you to pull. Pull those ones first, bring them downstairs before we go, before we go with the stuff in the front, you bring the stuff in the back. This is what we talked about. What is this that I'm looking at?
We're hoping you could help us find that out. This is one green orb we found in a small dragon's lair. It looks a lot like an orb that we encountered in the Grey Valley at Death. What's the
The Grey.
Grey
Tower
Skull.
Grey Watch.
Grey Watch.
Tower of Grey Watch, where a bad devil lady named Xantham Gum, Zartaza. I just met her literally like 5 minutes ago. Zartaza was trying to summon the Nine House through.
They use the orb as a gateway for fiends.
But that
And
orb
demons.
was black?
Red.
Red.
Okay,
Who has
man.
that?
She just holds out her hand for the orb. She takes it and the weight kind of pushes her hand down. She kind of turns it
It's
over.
a grapefruit.
Yeah, it's like a grapefruit size kind of green orb with these gold flecks throughout it.
There's instructions on the back.
Yeah, she opens it up. There's
It
like a
says
little
this is
hinge. It
not
just
a toy.
opens up.
She
It's
just
actually a toy.
Should I trust them?
Yeah. She opens it. It's a clamp. It's a Game Boy. It's like a very fat Game Boy, and she just turns it on and starts playing.
Why
It's
didn't
a
I think of that?
Tamagotchi.
Yeah.
Why didn't I think of that?
She goes, "Thanks. This is the nicest Tamagotchi ever. Thank you." But you can tell that it's caught her interest. She goes, "You can feel free to stay here as long as you need. I can give you a couple of assistants to help you look for what you need. That being said, I can give you a few hours before we need to be out of here. So you can have the night. I can lend you a couple of assistants. But I'm going to be working around the clock trying to clear all of this out before the city comes and falls upon our heads.
Where are you moving into?
We have a teleportation circle downstairs. We will be going to Rextentrum, across the sea in Wildmount.
I was like, I don't know.
Another continent.
Teleportation circle?
Yes,
That's cool.
yes, it is.
Wait.
Have you never seen one? Maybe later.
Oh.
You're going to Wild Mountain. Has any of the knowledge in this building been taken yet?
Has it been taken? She guides you kind of through.
From you.
She guides you like through these doors, and it opens up into stacks upon stacks of books. This is the largest reserve of knowledge in the known world. There are thousands upon thousands, maybe tens of thousands of volumes still on the shelf, and it's only half full. If there was something taken from us, hopefully we would know, but we are kind of in a state of transition right now.
I just mean, have your walls been breached?
No, but they were open to the public until 6-8 weeks ago. Until the new Margrave decided to really make her presence felt across the city. There's like a small gnome and a dwarf kind of pulling some volumes through in a large wooden cart. She just goes, Soldado, Monsieur, come. Help these people. You can have these too. You may not go through the shelves yourself. You would not know how to find what you need anyways. But there is this reading area in the middle here. You can sit. Feel free to relax. Ask these two for anything that you need. Meanwhile, I will be around. But they will help you find whatever information in whatever volumes that you need.
Thank you. And I'm going to walk over to the middle. And
You see some more monks kind of run over to the front door and just start like piling shit kind of in front of it. Looking around, it looks like there's only kind of the one major entrance and exit into the building. So they're just doing what they can to kind of barricade if an attack is truly coming.
one last thing to her. What's her name?
Please, hurry. Dav Iadero, Expositor.
Dav Darrow?
DAV
Yeah.
space EEDERON.
And she's the expositor?
Yes. She goes, I am a more action-oriented person. The curator, who used to be in charge, has already vacated the premises.
And what was their name?
The name was Uxad Marin.
Uxad.
One more time.
Uxad,
Spell it.
UXOD. Marin, MARRIN.
And that was the monk who died.
No,
that's
she is the curator.
Hmm.
She is the head of the Cobalt Soul in this location. However, she is already in Zadash. It is another city in Wildmount.
If you need more defense, don't be afraid to call on us.
We will take any help we can get. Although, I fear, judging by what just happened, you are not much help. I mean that as gently as I can put it. It looked as though you were outmatched, and you lost one of my best men along the way. He was my second in command, so you have fucked with the power structure here a little bit.
We're deeply sorry about that.
It is weird talking to you when you are covered in fur. It is strange for me.
It's strange for me as well. I'm deeply sorry you lost your second in command. We never meant for it to happen.
I know. And I know he sacrificed himself because he saw something in you. So, it is the least we can do, I suppose, to help you as well.
With that, I'm gonna go lay on the couch and talk to, or whatever, chair, whatever.
You're gonna lay on a couch? You think this is a psychologist's
Let's
office?
put your fucking
Where do you think you are?
The seating area.
It's a library. It's not a
Okay.
psychiatric.
I think there'd be couches there, and
It's like, oh yes, go ahead, tell me about your mother.
They're all like
Yes.
panicking and leaving and like going to
Panic
tell.
is
But then the guy's coming over.
There's a
Yeah.
seating area there with a wooden table,
Oh,
reading
yeah.
desk. It's a fairly large area. Like it's larger than this table, and there's probably 5 or 6 of them, kind of scattered amongst the place. There are couches and side tables, and it's a fairly comfortable area. And it would be far more comfortable if not for the racket of people like pulling shit off shelves and running back and forth, shouting commands at one another. You count probably 60 or 75 of them just running around.
And I'm going to take a short rest, but before doing so, I'm going to tell one of our helpers. I'm looking for all knowledge relating to these orbs. Green, red, whatever other colors. We've been told there are many. So I need any and all knowledge, and you'll place these books on this table, but try not to wake me for the next hour.
You see this small gnome just kind of like shake his head and goes, is there anything else that you need it all, or?
That'll be all.
Okay, just books on orbs. Alright.
And I show him the orb.
Yeah, he takes a look. Again, he takes it from you. His like tiny hands just like, he can barely like lift this thing. He kind of looks it up and down and goes, okay, I mean, it looks pretty powerful. So, look for powerful orbs, I guess? He just like thumps it back until he kind of has to like reach up, kind of slams onto the table.
Throw it back into the bag.
And the dwarf comes up to you guys. Just like, is there anything that I can help you guys with? You know, some drinks or something? You want wine? I don't know, man. I'm not from here. I'm actually from another branch. So
We need some books
Oh
too.
fuck! This guy.
We definitely need some more information.
well, I know how
If
things
you're
are
able
working.
to help us.
Like, get out of here. Yeah.
In particular, myself, I'd like to find out about lycanthropy.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Lycanthropy.
Lycanthropy.
Lycanthropy. Yeah. Cool. Okay. I'm a guy of words. It's lycanthropy. And what do you?
Lycanthropy.
As long as the spelling's the same.
What are you
Jalapeno.
saying?
Jalapeno.
Don't ask
Tomato
about
plum.
jalapeno.
Jalapeno.
We'll find out about that another time.
Do you have jalapeno?
That's kind of research we
cheese?
can do on
Do you
our
want
own.
us to research jalapenos or what?
No, we can do that research on our own. Bear.
Okay. So we talked about this before. you guys, if you're taking a short rest, which you can, if you like, so you can roll your hit dice if you need to heal up.
What is it again? 3.
We just went.
We just did it.
Just 5d12.
5d12, man.
Oh right, you're fucking level. That's
Yeah.
True.
10.
True.
5.
Ooh, nice.
7.
Maybe a little more. Oh, I'm back up. I'm
Okay.
back up. I'm
So
still at 1.
you guys kind of gave me a collection of topics, but I need to know kind of how this is divided. Who is helping who out with their work? Is it going to be each of you are taking your own subject? Is it going to be a couple of you are helping research one? One of you is researching your own. How are you doing this?
Okay, so you're doing orbs.
So far, we've only asked for books on orbs
Well, you mentioned
No.
lycanthropy
For
as well.
and lycanthropy.
What exactly? Okay, sorry. What exactly is
It's basically werebear. It's like people turning into hybrids or
Okay.
animal form.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does
So-
research.
You can go this. You can go this alone. You can go the orbs alone if you want. If you think that that's more important, you want to put a couple minds on that. You can do that. It's however you want to do it.
What's your intelligence?
So if you guys don't have a
Rude.
topic, Bear would appreciate you looking up
So we have
hags.
orbs,
How to defeat hags.
werebear, hags, and we have not brought up
Sartaza.
Zartaza at all. By the way, we need to figure out who to talk to about that.
Well, I said the word to that lady.
Yeah.
He said Xanthan gum.
You did
Xanthan
say
You said
Xanthan
xanthan
gum.
gum. Yeah.
Which
You're
got.
like an encyclopedia now about like the rainforest.
Jalapenos, xanthan gum.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is it like okay, first of all, Zartaza feels like it's a thing of the past, but it's now a big thing.
Yeah.
Right? Do we know that?
Sounds
we
like
don't
you're-
know that technically. We just saw you
we need to look
smack
at-
Bear
we
in the
definitely
fucking.
need to look her up,
Yeah.
for sure.
That's true too. I
We
mean,
don't
you
know
feel
that-
free to fucking catch these guys up.
We
You-
don't
if
know
you
that
want.
he had a conversation with Zartaza yet at all. You just got smacked
I had
in
a
the face.
conversation with Zartaza. It went
Wow.
poorly.
I got the.
when
I got that.
poorly.
I
Do
know
you
all about
believe
that.
that
I,
we need to ask
Hence
about
why
Zartaza?
I hit Bear. I didn't mean to. I think
You
that
hit
was.
Zephyr, but yeah.
His mind is foggy.
Who cares?
You don't-
I feel like I hit everyone at this point.
I don't think so.
Yeah, she's
I just want to
She's
say
a bitch.
that I haven't hit anyone. Except for Bear.
I also hit Bear once, but
Yeah.
that's fine.
Barely hit the other enemies.
I did have to hit
The gnomes returned with like just some water glasses and a pitcher, and he fills them up, and then fills the pitcher up and just kind of leaves it on the table.
thanks, man.
So you guys just don't exactly know what you want. Yes, I'll just wait. I'll just wait here. Just I don't know what.
I hate to do this. Should have brought it up earlier in
This
the
is
chat.
Yeah.
Can I look up the Divine Gate and
Sure.
potential
Figures.
whereabouts
Whereabouts of it?
of,
Okay.
Where the is it?
Space.
or
I'm
just
just trying to think if we have mentioned it already. Why don't you make before
I thought
you
we did, yeah.
spend a topic on it? Why don't you make a religion check yourself first?
Now I know we got some, but we didn't get the location. You didn't talk about location right
No, we just discussed
Yeah.
that there
now.
is.
That's a really high roll. What am I doing?
Religion.
Okay, religion. So 5.
Okay. 5 total.
Do you want
Would
to
you get
ask me
minus
about
15?
the divine gate first?
If one of you wants to assist, you can feel
I
free.
would like to help Zephyr
Sure, roll
understand the
religion.
divine gate. That'll be 20. Dirty 20.
So she fills you
Religious.
in that from your memories of your studies that the divine gate itself is not a physical structure. It is more think of it almost as a force field
Okay.
that separates kind of the outer and elemental planes from the prime material. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
If there's something like more that you want to know than that, you can spend a little time on it,
No, it's okay. I'll have to.
but your time is
Of-
finite.
Yeah.
only because you've brought the city of Western down upon this
This is true.
Okay.
also.
Whatever.
What about how to destroy magical items?
I was gonna say how much wood can a woodchuck?
Chunk of wood, chuck wood.
We can do that in our-
actually,
no, no,
you
no.
spend
Hey,
you
no.
spend not much time on that.
Bear can ask
About
somebody.
about 5 minutes actually. Actually, the gnome just tells you
Wow.
7.
7 minutes?
7 wood.
That's
7 wood. Sorry.
7
That's how
wood.
much wood a woodchuck chuck.
We could have figured that out. We could ask a woodchuck.
You could have asked a woodchuck. It's a great point,
By the way,
but now you don't have to.
we'll have to confirm with
we'll
them.
have to confirm
You
with
can-
the
you
woodchuck.
can
We'll get
confirm
back to
with
you
the
on that, by the way, and we'll let you know if
That's based on
science-
all of our research, but
Did you ask the woodchucks?
we
Be the
didn't
judge
think of
of
that.
So,
We just kind of study their habits. We didn't really
wood,
think to
how much
ask
wood
them.
could a woodchuck chat about chucking wood?
Probably more.
Okay.
Probably more.
Yes. Probably more than 7.
Orbs,
Like
Orbs,
lycanthropy.
lycanthropy.
So again, you guys can make a check at advantage, or you can each make your own check about the same
Zartaza and hags.
topic, or you can each individually choose a topic. But if the roll is low, the roll is low.
Do you want to understand werebear transformations more than you want to understand how to break it, the curse, the hags? That's where I'm at. Is I'm like, you can learn about lycanthropy.
I think
That's
might
covers
be
it also.
maybe.
Like I think it's one or the other for that.
I
And then
think
I'll assist with
Outside the game, it makes more sense to check with the hag. Inside the game, I need to check on lycanthropy.
and be like, why am I a fucking werebear?
You can make whatever reasoning up you want for both, in game and out of game.
No, because
I'm not trying to
the
talk to you one
hag-
way or the other. I've done stuff for both.
Right.
Like the hags, you can research kind of more about where
Our-
they are. Are they here?
Our
Are they
understanding is
close?
that right now our understanding is that the only way to get rid of werebear is to find the hag that cursed you.
What about
Yeah.
looking up famous hags
Yeah, like
on the continent?
Yeah,
Like the
Is
wicked.
that
I think we
Wicked.
have
or
like
hag,
I
wicked
have
Which of the
I have somewhat
Hag
of
of
an
the West.
idea
listen.
of where she is
the wicked hag of the
from
west.
the vision.
She's pretty famous.
She's actually in the south. She's in the. We
Maybe-
know where she is.
Maybe
We
can
do
find
have
a
a
name.
great
we
idea of
have
where
an
she is.
idea of where she is.
Maybe we can find.
We
a
don't
name.
know how to defeat them.
Tickle.
That's what I'm.
Tickle.
I'm like, how even like we know that the only way to break the curse is to
Try tickling.
be in contact or whatever with the hag. Like we need to
I
find
cast
the
it.
hag,
Yeah.
but how? Like, do we have to kill her? Do we have to convince her?
Exactly. Yeah.
Do we have to convince? Because if we just
Is it
go and
even-
fucking kill her and then you're stuck as werewolf the rest of your life,
What are you
you're
looking at?
fucked.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Or you lycanthropy, right? You're already
Lycanthropy.
lycanthropy.
Okay, what do you got?
I'm gonna look that up
Zartaza?
myself. I'm gonna look up hagalicious
You wanna look
hags
up hags?
Look up hags.
on the continent.
Cool.
Famous ones.
Cool.
Famous ones.
So stick to a
You're
certain
gonna ask about
area.
which hag is. What's like the
So-
most poppin' hag? What hag's like handing up curses?
So you just-
check
you give these
hags in
guys
the
a hag.
Frostwell Forest.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, you
north
give
of the
them-
Stormcrest Mountains.
That's good.
And night hags.
yeah,
Okay.
Cool.
yeah,
Night hag.
yeah.
Excellent.
Okay.
I have a vested interest in that, so sure.
Do we want to do Zartaza? Looking at the two who have been fucking talked to by her.
I'm gonna look up day hags of the Cliffkeep Mountains,
Good.
which is where Bear's from.
Where am I?
No, Bear's
Wait.
not from the Cliffkeep. He's
Oh.
from Stormcrest and he lives in the
What's the
Cliffkeep.
You look up Zartaza, sure. I'm sure you're gonna find some stuff out about the mace too. If you look up Zartaza stuff, it's gotta be mentioned.
Yeah, go with that.
Probably. Maybe.
Okay.
We'll see.
So everyone's going individuals.
Okay.
I think that's the play.
Do your thing.
We have a lot of topics.
I cast guidance. On myself.
Oh!
Ooh.
How many times can you
I
do
cough
As
loudly.
many times as I want.
that? God, that was very just-
I mean, it's gonna be on myself because I don't think it's reasonable that I'd be like, you got.
Here's what we'll do: is you can guide the
No?
basically guide everybody,
Okay.
but you will be guiding the archivists who are at your assistance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. So you guys will get
Right,
to.
well,
you
I'll get the
to do your-
bonuses, but.
You'll get to do
D4.
your guidance. You'll be able to add it, but it will be helping the archivists.
For us.
So they just kind of come over to you and. What do you do?
Oh,
What do
okay.
you do for your guidance? What do you?
Is anyone's intelligence too low to read?
No.
Yeah, we're all good,
no.
right?
Everybody can read.
Cool.
it.
Phew.
My
I'm at
intelligence
zero,
is
so
That would be
plus.
bad.
Are we,
Yeah, I'm
what
also
are we
zero.
rolling? Just straight? Are we rolling just straight
I could
intelligence rolls?
No,
I
it's an
just made that up.
investigation.
Investigation.
Yes. Yeah.
Still 0.
Really?
Yeah.
What are you
So
fucking
just,
good for, right?
yeah,
What do you got?
as
I
they
can
wise.
hit things.
He's wise.
I
No,
suppose
I'm not.
as they're going
I'm
to
not
go
intelligent
get the
or wise.
books, that's
Yeah.
where I'm assisting,
I'm good at
right?
talking.
So
Yeah.
And moving.
the first one I will
Yeah, that's what you're
can only help
Everything
one.
else.
It's a concentration up to 1 minute.
I got no swing.
Okay.
I'm a weak
Well,
lady.
you just send them both
Yeah.
at different times.
Okay.
One guy goes, and then you hold it for a minute. They get all they can get from it, and then you go. Okay, now you go.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
like a fucking chase.
And it's
You-
just like I touch them on
You
the
go.
shoulder.
Bada boom,
Yeah.
bada bing.
I just do my little thing. And
Yeah.
say,
Do the dang thing.
Do your thing.
we need you.
Do ya?
The gnome kind of like looks you in the eyes. You see this like kind of divine spark just in his eyes, and you see this like look of understanding. Like, okay, I'll do what I can for you. No problem. Okay, so the gnome will help. Who wants to give this their investigation roll first?
Anyone feeling hot?
Who's feeling?
Oh my
hot?
god, she just
No, I
dropped
didn't,
it.
I
You're the
didn't, I didn't,
opposite.
I didn't
Not
count,
Who
it
had
didn't
the
count.
best proficiency roll or hit dice roll?
I did. I
Anyone
maxed
feel
That
out.
was
lucky?
him, you
Oh,
maxed
yeah,
out.
you're doing all right. Yeah.
And you're doing the
Wait, what's
Should
the
we
most
just do?
important-
Should we roll?
What's the most important? No.
Should we?
I'm doing
No,
like
no,
the
no,
no,
least
no.
important,
I
which is
would-
the orb.
Let's do least
Yeah.
important.
Least
Least, I think
important
it's the
first.
orb.
Like
I
it's-
think it's
like
like.
Lycanthropy.
Yes.
Yeah,
All
because
right.
that's just like.
I don't want to hear any of you guys bitch.
No, no,
next
no, no,
time I
no,
turn
no, no,
werebear.
no. It's
All right.
still very important, but
Ready?
Go for it.
No, because
Give us your
you rolling
investigation.
first will
You're an
potentially
individual.
help. It will
Mine's
help
the
Mike.
world.
If we learn something from you, then maybe Mike can be more
Maybe a
specific
little
with
more.
the
That's
hag
true.
questions.
That's true.
Do you know what I mean? Like yours twos go hand in hand, so
They
like
do,
we can learn
they
from
do.
you and then
All
help
right.
You
with
two are
the
going
hag.
first.
Lycanthropy
Yes,
roll.
definitely.
Go for it.
Yeah. 12.
Okay, that's on the positive.
Or,
Intelligence.
Plus your intelligence.
so 1. So
Or
13.
sorry, investigation.
Investigation.
Oh,
Just in case you have
I think it's
proficiency in
also-
there.
Yeah,
Mhm.
plus, so 13.
Let's go.
13
Okay.
total.
Giving them this the topic of lycanthropy, the gnome kind of runs off and gets.
I love you.
He kind of starts with like this large encyclopedia of a ton of information. You kind of open to this page that says lycanthropy, and you find out a little bit about like the nature of curses that a spell is just placed on someone needs to be broken before they can be free of the symptoms, right? Like that's basically what a curse is. Most of what you gather though is kind of basic magical information. It's like being told to take an Advil for a headache. There's a spell, remove curse, which is designed to do exactly this. But you read on, there are magics that cannot be undone by a simple spell. So depending on the nature of the curse, before this remove curse can be used, there are sometimes certain parameters that must be met. As you kind of flip through back and forth in this book, which is kind of the best one that he could find in the moment, you gather that lycanthropy is a curse typically spread from one individual to another like a virus, typically through bites or scratches from one were creature to another. You find very little else, but what you notice is that no stories of like this escalating sense of exhaustion that you're feeling, nowhere is that happening. So whatever that is, whatever this curse is, it's very different from what rare cases of lycanthropy have been discovered in Exandria. It's a very rare curse, and yours seems like it's kind of one of a kind. All the information that you can gather, what you've got is yours, and it's not good.
Congrats. We always knew you were special, Bear.
There you go.
Oh, there.
Special boy.
Get ready to write more notes.
Special boy. Okay.
You special boy. Okay, what are we doing? What's the gnome
Doing
helping?
The hags.
Okay.
And specifically, if we can find anything to do with that area, or whatever.
Cliffkeep Mountain.
The Cliffkeep
The
Mountain.
keep mountains or hags
North of the
that
storm crest.
hags that-
Dum-dums.
Stormcrest.
North of the storm crest.
Right.
Both
Frost
in the
Forest.
frost
Forest.
wells.
That's right.
Night hags.
Or
Night hags.
hags that we do know it's a night hag.
Those three
Based
things.
off the
That's what you told the gnome
Yes.
/ dwarf.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so he just like he was just helping you research hags. Yeah, go for it. Do your thing.
Dirty 20.
Ooh. 30-20. Very good.
Oh yeah, +0.
No, but investigation, or what was it?
You have investigation.
+3.
Investigation,
I'm
yeah.
proficient at it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
Rock and roll.
So you find that hags are crones who represent kind of corruption of ideals and goals, and they delight in seeing the innocent and good brought low. They are inhuman, twisted by evil, and they are very powerful spellcasters. It's actually like reading from Bear's lycanthropy. You actually end up taking that book as he moves on to the second one, going through this encyclopedic entry. There are stories of desperate mortals who come to them looking for advice or assistance, only to be undone by the hag. They are master manipulators who take a request and fulfill it, but only in the most painful and twisted way. So your mind kind of diverts a little bit. You compare it a little bit to like devils, how they both kind of make deals. They're both of the lower planes, but where devils go and actively seek it out, hags more willingly sit back in their wherever they are
Interesting.
and let these desperate people come to them, so they know they have the upper hand in a deal. After that, you kind of talk to the gnome a little bit more, and he finds you a book called Witches, Warlocks, and a Compendium of Curses. And in it, there's some short sections on run-ins with hags. You find about how when hags work together in covens, they're much more powerful, but they are driven by jealousy to betray each other. And then, you kind of follow this reference page down, and you find multiple stories of hags from across Exandria. There's apparently 2 under Imam. There is one deep in the Lucidian Ocean, a sea hag. A few across the ocean in Wildmount, but the one that catches your eye is a story of one located on Merimere Summit. It's not
Spell
Merimere. 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 It's a story about a burr hag, which is a hag that
A bear
lives-
without burr.
lives atop mountains in ice-cold conditions and takes advantage of people who are lost in the winter, inviting them in for warmth, only to make them a deal that they cannot refuse, otherwise they will be frozen to death. There is a name attached to this burr hag. Old Peggy Twitchwillow.
Ew, dude.
Oh, Peggy.
I'm mad at
came up
you
with
for
that?
coming up with that.
I hate you.
Twitch, sorry?
Twitchwillow.
Twitch Willow. We use YouTube.
Merimere
Don't
Summit.
worry.
Old Peggy.
We need
I
to,
think I
cha-
dated
we
a
need to
Peggy
change that to
Twitch
Old Peggy YouTube live stream Willow because we don't use Twitch.
You're right. And as you, Zephan, as you're kind of going through this, you're a couple hours into your research and you read this name out, Merimere Summit. There, that clicks, that Merimere Summit. You know that that's a mountain at the very southern point of the Frostweld. You know the mountain. You exactly know the mountain.
Can I do her voice?
Yeah.
Do you have her voice already?
Yeah, but go for it.
I'm old Peggy.
That's a little
I'm old Peggy. I'm old Peggy. I'm an old prospector. Old
She is from the south, so.
That's a little crusty.
No. Little Krusty's different.
Wow.
I'm little crusty. I'm little crusty.
So you're a few hours into your research. They're bringing you tea and scones, whatever they can muster from their kitchens. They're bringing to you. It's still a pretty nice spread.
Twitch Willow.
But it is by the time you got there, it was about 6 at night. This is gonna take a full 8 hours of your time, so it's gonna be 2 or 3 in the
Past my
morning by the
bedtime.
time that you're done.
It's past my
What are you doing?
Okay, who is going next?
Sweet.
Rock, paper, scissors?
Good
No.
info.
That
Who has higher
was a
initiative?
great roll. Great roll.
I have a 2. You have
Look at
4.
investigation,
Yeah.
baby.
You're going first.
Ready. I'm ready. I'm not ready.
What are we researching?
Ritz is ready. She's doing Zartaza.
Zartaza.
Okay, so in your talks, kind of with the
Slash
dwarf, who,
Dickerson.
who volunteers to help you, he goes, "I'm not gonna lie to you, that doesn't sound like a name that I really know very much about." Devil, the main
What
mention
about
of mace,
Demonic
Rankings
charmed
of the 9
weapons?
hells.
Okay. Okay.
Famous.
You want that?
Famous
No, I'm thinking
demons.
Zartaza's in the fucking mace. How do we get her out? Or why? How is she in there?
I don't know if we want her out. I think we just want to destroy the mace.
I think
Destroying.
no.
But it's not a
So,
charmed weapon. It's like a.
She's
fucking
not in there.
It's possessed.
She is speaking through it as far as I could.
It's
Like when you touch
like a
it, you're
totem
under like a
almost.
spell where you not like a
It's
spell.
almost
but
like I went to another world.
Yeah.
I
But
will
not
say
her
too. I
role.
meant to say this before, and you would get this if you wanted it, because you rolled like far above the DC. You can ask a couple follow-up questions if you have them. Yeah. So you don't have to think of them right now, but like have them so that after we kind of go through.
If you don't have one, I have one.
Because essentially you're just giving a topic right now, and they're just pulling any books that
The
they
books,
can,
and then we
pulling
can
any
continue to
information. You
read.
can try and read and try and
What the story
work
is.
your mind around stuff
may have.
for sure.
Um,
So if you want to start with like your like
I
with
don't
the
really.
mace,
I just don't really understand. Yeah, what question to ask?
again, it's just a topic. So if your topic is the mace, roll on the mace. Roll on the mace in Zartaza.
Sure.
I kind of crafted that
Okay.
as one.
That's one. Ooh.
Uh-oh.
What is it?
Investigation.
8.
8 total. This is
I wasn't passionate with the topic. That's why I didn't have it in my goal. I
This
didn't
is
have it in
an
my soul.
ancient
She,
weapon.
she didn't see Zartaz.
You give him Zartaza. He doesn't. He doesn't really know how to help you. He kind of looks. He finds like a couple. He finds a couple books on like weapons, but it's more like general information on like maces and bludgeoning devices. He finds some information on magical objects. There's not very much there. He goes, if you can like, I don't know if you can show me like what it is, or
You fucking DM baiter.
Well, I don't know how to do that.
I don't. It seems like if it's legendary and powerful, like there's not very much that I can find. Anyways, maybe they already packed those books up. I don't know.
Thank you for your time, anyways.
Yeah, you spend a full night research, and come up with very little.
Yeah.
Come up with very little.
I'm fucking good at reading books, though. Ugh.
Oh, let's go! 17
What is
Nice.
it though?
straight. 17.
Oh, you just have 0.
That's why I'm like happy about it. Okay, so with the orbs again, he can't think of very much. Like this is an ancient artifact, but he brings you this book called Ancient Warfare.
Is there guidance on that or
There
no?
would be guidance. Did you add guidance?
Did you add
No.
guidance?
What's
Add a D4. That might change something for you.
Well, it's a 9 now, so
It doesn't change anything for you. Sorry.
thanks, guys.
Plus 4, 21. 21. Okay.
21.
So you'll be allowed to.
This bitch
ask
is
a couple
bowling with
follow-up
orbs
questions.
now.
Wait, did I
and
roll it too?
we're gonna
I
offer
did?
this up to you after.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm only at 13 though, so that's
It might go over 15. 15's usually DC for something.
What did you get?
I was 13.
You were 13. You can roll max and get the highest DC is 16 for this. So for lycanthropy.
2. It
What'd
wasn't
you
meant to be.
15.
Wasn't meant to
15. Okay, but it kind of piggybacks off your research. You get a little bit more. Digging around for stories of lycanthropy in Exandria, you find a book simply titled On Lycanthropy. It tells you that what you have is exceedingly rare. There are stories that there is an entire noble family across the seas in Wildmount that are afflicted with that are afflicted by lycanthropy, mostly avoided by the emperor over there. You find fairy tales of a group of werewolves patrolling the Feywild, and rumors that some even escaped an island far to the southeast of Tal'Dorei and now roam the planet seeking to turn people. So you just find a little bit more information that way. Again, nothing though with this exhaustion. So all it does is really cement further that like whatever you're dealing with is kind of one of one. And then you find kind of one more thing that typically in the case in the curse that it can't typically be broken while the bestower of the curse is alive. Typically.
Cool.
That's the difference between a 15 and a 17.
That's huge. It's huge. We got confirmation. Massive.
So the dwarf kind of helps you out as you guys are, as you're all reading your books, and he brings you a book called Ancient Warfare, Tales of the Calamity and the Before Times. Within it, you find it starts with kind of these almost fairy tale like stories of rifts throughout history opening, and at each time one of these rifts opening, there was one of these orbs at its core. There's conflicting stories of a number of these that were maybe they were created by the gods, maybe it was with the help of ancient civilizations and figures throughout time that were able to use them as portals to hop from plane to plane. Again, tough to say whether the tales of like their crafting, whether it was with the gods or with ancient whoever it was, tough to say whether it's conjecture or fact. But their powers are pretty consistent. So you find a story of the Drassigs, which were rulers of Tal'Dorei before it was even called Tal'Dorei. This was in the before times. They were kind of able to move large armies from point to point in the blink of an eye by opening up one of these rifts. You find a story from a little later on, after the founding of Tal'Dorei and the coronation of its first emperor, one of these large rifts opening in the Frostweld, and much of the world that you know was encased by ice by a figure known as Everon the Rime Lord, along with an army of frost giants. And this Rime Lord was thought to carry one of these orbs and use it as a weapon. As you kind of follow this book through, you find a little bit more fact. You find that it is believed that there are a collection of orbs corresponding to each of the outer planes, each of the elemental planes, the Shadowfell, the Feywild, and the material plane. 23 are thought to exist in total.
We have one.
Gotta catch up.
Two. The red one's just not
Yeah,
with us.
exactly.
You're a few hours kind of into this process, researching this. Felix, when they bring you some more food, you're getting kind of through the end of this particular tome, and the dwarf kind of looks over your shoulder and sees, and he goes, I feel like I've seen something more about this. Hold on. He disappears for a few minutes, and he brings you a bunch of loose leaf papers and smaller books that look like notebooks. He goes, these are some research papers. These aren't like published works, but we've collected a lot of things over the years, and maybe you could take a look. And he drops this kind of pile of papers in front of you. You can all kind of start to read through this. You're brought research notes from a former expositor named Beauregard Lionette, with the assistance of one Essek Thalis from 865 PD, about 135 years ago. They took time, obviously, in their notes to do kind of a meta-analysis, look over a bunch of studies that were done, taking as many notes from as many places as they could and putting them together. They concluded that at least the elemental orbs are probably at the core of what the Ashari are. That in each one of those rifts, perhaps that's where the elemental ones are. They looked at kind of where they were scattered across not just this plane but others. The ones that would overlap the material planes, the Shadowfell, the Feywild, the material plane, probably are on this one. And it seems that at least 10 of these locations are known, judging by kind of their research. The ones on the outer planes may still be there, but they also note that not only do they serve as port keys or portals, but perhaps they have a more flexible magical purpose to be used either as weapons or maybe for something else on the material plane itself.
If he has a fucking orb, I'm gonna lose it.
You would?
If you have an orb, I'm gonna lose it.
No, I do not have an orb.
Orb, dude.
But as you're going through, a note falls out of one of these papers.
So cool.
This DM's pretty good.
Just as you're flipping through some of these loose
No,
leaves,
that
this
one's my
note
grocery
falls
list.
out.
Could you imagine?
That's a dream catcher.
Avocado, shit. Wrong one.
This just says cantaloupe.
Dear Steph, do you like
Pick a color.
Dear
One
Steph.
squeeze, yes.
Will you
Two
go out with me?
squeezes, no.
Pick a color.
Pick an award. Pick an award.
BLUE. Pick a number.
AH? We have collected 6. Capital A after a comma. Assume you have the 7 you were supposed to have. We are nearly there. 6 was 7. Okay. That would leave the 4 the Ashari have. Acheron, Gehenna, Carcerai, the Abyss, and the material plane unaccounted for. We believe Gehenna and Arborea are on this plane. Possible sighting of Arborea near.
These are the names of the orbs, or like what the orbs are for.
I don't know.
That's my understanding. Possible sighting of,
Where? Near where?
or their people. Maybe.
Possible sighting of Arborea near Damara. Somehow connected to the Brawlers League. Experimenting with Dream of the Blue Veil, as we think the material plane is not hiding on ours. Maybe parallel? Question mark in parentheses. Still trying to locate Carcerai, sorry. Jerry Garcia. The Abyss.
Good ice cream. Really good ice cream.
And Acheron unaccounted for. The plan may need to accelerate slightly, with the Tiefling, Goliath, Elf, and Soldier poking about. Plus this young Dragonborn on our end. Things are beginning to complicate. The politics is working now in our favor. The people are beginning to wake up. The passivity of the divine will not help them, and we have weakened them substantially with the attacks on their places of worship across the continent. Ultimately, our quest is righteous, and I have no doubt we will succeed. Our destiny is our own. Leave your response in this page. We'll retrieve next visit. HF.
Aurelia. She's not a.
Oh, it's not Aurelia.
But she's not an A, right? She's an O.
Aurelia does start with an A.
It does.
Aurelia does
So it
start
is
with
to
an
Aurelia.
No, it. Yes.
To Aurelia
It's
Hemming.
from HF.
Aurelia from HF.
Huge fucko.
That is the character's name. That is the character's name. That's not all you get.
What?
As you go through
Oh my god.
these notes, you read this one and it kind of sidetracks you for a minute. But this meta-analysis that was done by this expositor Lionette and her assistant Essek, they refer a lot to a journal written by a Theodora Strumpf and an Andraste Vysoren. It says that stories of the creation of these things are stemming from what researchers are finding deep in the Rife and Mist jungle. But many notes from these explorers kind of devolve into madness, speaking of the death and destruction of the journey that they were on. Although, from these 2 explorers, this Theodora and Andraste, from around 200 years ago, 789 PD is when they're dated, they speak of carrying one of these orbs. In fact, they speak of carrying the ruby orb with black flecks that you know all too well. And after focusing on this artifact, they began to feel a pulse pulling them south into the jungle. They had dealings with goblins from the very south of the continent, where few dare explore, where very little is known about, from the Iron Authority south of the Rife in this jungle. They got assistance from some goblins and traveled up a river into the Rife in this jungle on a journey that cost their party many lives. And they mentioned that at the end of their journey they discovered a massive stone door, hundreds of feet in size, and inscribed into it a depiction of the Great Wheel cosmology. They also found a name that was given to these orbs called the Keys of Convergence. That's about all you get, my friend.
Oh, that's all?
That's it.
That's everything.
I'm actually also, because he rolled well, one of the books that he pulled ties into your topic, so you can roll again.
Ooh,
I
wow.
actually set that up, so I'm like, if somebody fucks up, maybe we can. There's like a little crossover in there. Maybe we can get a little more.
Natty 20.
Nat 20?
Boom!
That sets it off. You know
Dice
how it
don't
is when
lie,
you're
baby.
when you're you're hitting that block, you can't find anything, and then there's one piece of information that starts to link
Exactly.
to other shit. So
23.
23.
in this book of this ancient warfare, it's almost like reading this book. There's like archaeological finds kind of tied with almost Bible-like stories of these ancient battles fought between Goliaths and not Goliaths. I mean like titans and gods. You find stories of an archaeological dig unearthing this mace with a ruby devil's head as a pommel around 150 years ago, somewhere in the Sirios Mountains in Wildmount, a continent to the east of Tal'Dorei. You follow these references down, and you end up finding ship's manifests. The dwarf and the gnome are now just running back and forth finding stuff. It's like you've unlocked something here. You find that this mace was actually part of the cargo out of Port Damali, a town in Wildmount, and it was brought over to Tal'Dorei and headed to Stillbound. And then tracking that, you found that it eventually made its way across the Silvercut roadway to Western, and that's kind of the last tracked location for it. You find the name of the weapon, the Mace of the Black Crown, written in research papers that don't have a name attached to them. You find out it's what's known, though, as an arm of the Betrayer, which are essentially the dark version of the vestiges of Divergence. A few of these have been unearthed in different parts of Exandria. There's been a stone dagger and an obsidian warhammer found along the border of the Dwendalian Empire and Jorhas, but this is the only one known to have traveled to Tal'Dorei. These were thought to be crafted maybe before the Calamity, and as you follow this single researcher kind of through his discovery process, you notice that his writings begin to become more violent over time. At first, describing the power he feels when he holds this mace, feeling physically stronger, more like his vitality has increased. He describes the ability to melt metal and summon devils with
I
it.
pick up the mace.
Yeah. And then he speaks of meetings between him and a beautiful woman with bright, fiery wings. Then he begins describing, instead of properties of the weapon, slaughters he's carried out in the name of this woman with fiery wings. And in the last dozen pages of this researcher's journal or so, the word Zartaza is just written over and over and over and over again, from ink to blood. And then it just kind of fades into nothing. But you are able to kind of track his earlier work to his like early theses, which was about the betrayer gods and how he was kind of posturing that each kind of forged one of these sentient weapons using the life force of either a greater devil or a demon, which would, I mean, perfectly ties into kind of what Zartaza is, and then gave them to earthly champions in order to fight during the Calamity, which was the war between the prime deities and the betrayer gods. Details of Zartaza herself are very scant. Outside of that name written over and over again, there doesn't seem to be much about her, but there are sketches based on your physical description of her. These are sketches of her charging into battle on this flaming steed. And they are sketches of like the oldest cave paintings that were found in Exandria. So this dates back thousands and hundreds of thousands of years. And it's thought that she is a general kind of representing Asmodeus during an apparent never-ending war between devils of the Nine Hell and demons in the Abyss. And you also see one other name next to her, a devil of kind of greater size, another female named Zariel, and her and Zartaza are often depicted near each other. And the only visualization of Zariel that is offered is a set of flaming red eyes. Good job, Ben.
We did pretty good over here.
Okay, how do you spell
These were
it?
the clutch
I made
ones.
3
We needed
guesses.
to clutch up there.
I made 3 guesses.
For
How do you
Zariel,
spell it? Yeah.
go ahead.
No, you tell me.
Z
I got
A
3.
She did
R.I.?
I
cereal.
fucked up on the second one.
Z-A-R-I-A-L?
E L
All of them are
R-I-E-L.
Z A
I was
Yeah.
close.
Z A.
Z-A-R-I-E-L.
It's like Ariel, but with a Z.
Z.
What was that?
Oh, Z-E-R-I-A-L. I fucked it up. Pretty close.
All of them were.
They all look fine.
Go ahead, talk about whatever you want. That's the dwarf and the gnome are just like exhausted. This has been about 6-7 hours of researching, poring over these notes. The table is a mess with these books, these almost textbook-like things, these notes, these notebooks, these loose leaf pieces of paper just scattered across. Felix is just at one point is just like zonked out on the couch, just like reading the paper. That's when the note falls out, hits him in the head.
I flipped this around and pointed HF. Hearthmaker Farthane.
Or Hannah Farson.
Huge fart. I almost got a spit take on camera.
Close.
Damn it.
Close.
No, Felix is
Huge
Gardain.
Huge
Gardain.
fucker.
Malfarthane.
Oh,
Very close.
I'm so
I'm
tired.
gonna
I
gonna
know, I
give it to
understand.
you. Give me an intelligence check.
Me?
Yes, specifically.
Uh-oh. What is my intelligence?
Who do you know that
3.
has the initial HF?
It is a 11. No, 12.
12. It's fine. The DC is 10. You just not.
Oh,
a
it's the
few-
person in the book in the Grey
I
Watch
didn't have
Tower.
to give it to you.
It's the person in the book in the Grey Watch Tower. We read it
I think
together.
that's yours.
The name.
That's right.
That fucking name of the
Hearthmaker
person in the
Farthane.
tower.
Have their fart head.
Hadriana Faustus.
Hadriana.
Oh my
Faustus.
God.
Oh, yeah.
That makes sense.
I was like, why? Literally, as you're talking, I'm like, why would I know that? Why would I know it? Why would I know it?
Specific.
That's why.
'Cause you
That's
took
why.
the book and
We read
refused to give it back.
Yeah,
You
I
did.
did
You
refuse
both
to
did.
give
I
it
could have given you the check as well. I forgot that you.
we
took
read
it.
that together.
I forget you were the one that noticed
name
the name.
Heather?
Yeah, that's right.
No.
Hadriana.
Heather.
Hadrian.
Her name's Heather Ferris. She's just like this girl I knew at school.
Went to elementary school. She's
Yeah.
kind of a bitch, but
Yeah,
whatever.
Hadriana.
I'll find it.
Fucker.
Huge fucko.
Hadriana Faustus.
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 Should be a C at the end.
Hadriana Faustus. Now we are so far from anything ever. How will I ever know what week did things occur?
Yeah, but that's why doing it by
I
weeks.
think it was week 13.
Weeks is hard.
No, it was earlier than
No,
that.
here's my notes for week 13. Blueprints. Who is Zartaza? Where in the Nine Hells? Devil
Why is
Horn.
Zartaza?
It was
That's
earlier
it.
than that.
That's it.
It's early.
Week
That's why.
7.
It's early.
Week 7.
It was before.
Susan's house? No, it's after Susan's house.
Oh, Susan.
It was at the docks, wasn't it?
No,
No,
it
it
was,
was-
after the
It was the
post-fight.
logbook that you found at Tower Grey Watch.
Stephen, tell me how much
The one that
Elf.
the one that
Elf?
Engel was pretty stringent
Right.
about taking from you, and then
Which
Ritz
hag
kind of
first
turned him
there?
down.
You
It was
physically just don't.
six-
You don't have.
I don't
them?
think I have it.
You
Yeah,
found the
I
name
know.
16,
have it.
week 16.
Oh, very late.
Andra Faustus logbook.
Bar.
Hadriana Faustus told Zephin about tome. Shot of black liquor plus 1 bottle. We took liquor. We took the black liquor shots for the first time, and then he gave me a bottle. One final log in Tower Grey Watch book. 3 days prior to attack was the last log.
It's then too that there is that you hear some calling out from monks around. You hear them going, "Someone's coming through the teleportation circle! Quick!" And a bunch of monks kind of start to move downstairs, like militarily getting ready. Some have like some daggers, other pull some other small weaponry, and they charge kind of down into the basement.
We're gonna follow.
I'm
No.
healed. We're all good.
Yeah.
Oh, we're all good then. That's good.
Zephyr, stay behind me.
That's good. Good for you guys.
Do you not roll well with your short
I
rest?
have 23 health.
Can I give him a Can I give you one?
No.
You can have one.
It's
What if
not-
I give him a
That's
hug?
not how. That's not how
What if I
healing
give him a
works
hug?
unless it's.
No, that doesn't add HP.
You
Yeah,
guys
that's a
sprint.
little guy.
You kind of follow the
You're
traffic
short,
as
yeah?
it.
I
As it.
walk
I was
briskly.
saying hi to
You walk briskly. Everybody else kind of runs. You guys run. He follows briskly with a brisk walk, following these monks who run downstairs. You see some with like pikes and spears, kind of
They're
pointing
on
them
cover
at
now.
you.
Oh.
You see these white sigils on the ground, about a 10-foot large circle, kind of similar to the one that you saw on the top of Tower Greywatch, that was kind of in the middle of that the orb was in the middle of. The sigils begin to glow white.
In the frickin' hands,
Fresh,
huh?
dude. The
You gotta look at lower.
the sigils begin to glow. Get it, man.
It's just too low for him.
It's too low. It's too low. It's
It's
too
too
low.
low. It was literally groin height.
Didn't even offer me one. The sigils begin to glow
No,
rapidly.
I got one for everyone.
An asshole.
I'm the asshole for only bringing one beer.
No,
for each.
no, he's an asshole.
Do you need
for
another one?
Taking, yeah, I do, but it's fine. I'm just here doing all this work.
What do you need?
No,
What do you
nothing.
There's a well in the basement.
I don't want that. No, sit,
Nobody
sit,
wants
sit,
well.
sit. That's a lie. I brought you another case.
I have Old Flame.
I don't want to take your beer. It's fine.
I have 2 Old Flames.
All right, I'll take one of those.
That old flamer.
You have a fucking fridge, Garrett. Beer. Like we have a fridge just.
Don't
for
tell them about that.
That fridge
The,
has 2 wells and. all the
sigils
rest
begin
of
to
beer.
glow more rapidly as these monks kind of sit there, obviously uncomfortable with like this martial weaponry. Thanks, bud. It's not like I had to force you to do it or anything.
This is going well.
It's great.
Remember when we just did?
What's
like,
happening?
We're downstairs in
The teleportation circle is about to pop off with somebody that we don't know maybe coming through. Or
Yeah.
we might know.
I know who it is.
You do know who it is.
I know who it is.
Teleport.
As the monks all stand there ready with the. Yeah, do it again. And Din walks through.
Yeah.
And all of these monks start to like stab, and everyone's like, ho, 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 ho!
And I go, Din.
Yes.
And she like sees everybody. She like turns. She goes, "Oh, hey, friends. This is something, huh?"
I immediately pull this out of my back.
Dav is
It's in
there,
our, like,
and she sees Din, and she goes, "Din, why are you here? Your aunt has left already. I said that she had gone to the Zadash. Why are you here now?" She goes, "Oh, I'm just here because I told my friends that I would meet them here. I didn't think that I would have to tell you. I'm sorry, Aunt Dav." You see Dav just like, go back to work, go back to work. Din, what did I tell you about just using this teleportation circle for your own games? He's like, I'm sorry, okay? Oh my gosh. I was looking for these guys though. Hey guys, what's up?
Hi, Din.
Hey, good to see you.
Hey, Dan.
You guys look tired. You okay?
Rough night.
Yeah, you're still hairy. Although it has faded like a ton in the last few hours. But you're still like, you're losing hair. As you scratch it, your hair is just like falling out.
Ew.
You're like, this is pretty gross actually, what you're doing. Why are you shedding?
Yeah. I can't really explain it, Din. That's kind of why we're here.
Ah, okay, cool.
What are you doing here?
I told you I was meeting you here, remember? I said that like a few days ago. I said I would meet you in Western. We said,
Yeah.
remember? I told you that I would
Totally
meet
remember
you in
that.
Western.
I remember.
Yeah. Hey, what's up?
Didn't.
Yeah.
That one.
Was that Felix?
And I kind of.
That was Felix talking.
Let's,
I remember.
Let's go upstairs because this is uncomfortable with all these guys standing here with pikes and stuff like that.
They're not for you.
I figured as much, but like, I mean, we're standing in like a basement. I want to sit. She just like walks up the stairs. She makes herself very much at home here. You guys go back to like where you're sitting, and she's gone back into the kitchen, grabbed like a plate, thrown a bunch of like baked goods on it. She like sits down on the couch and just like lays there, puts her like a teenager, just like puts her shit up on like the table. She's just like, so what's up, guys? I told you I'd meet you here. Have a crumpet.
I'm very happy you've come, but
Did she tell us? We told her.
we told.
We didn't get a
she
response.
She said she would be.
Yeah, you guys sent a
She's
bunch of
pretty cool.
messages back and forth.
She was pretty cool
Yeah.
about stuff.
She used a lot of spell slots.
We
messing
were like
with it.
texting, and then she was like, "Can you guys fucking make it
Yeah,
quicker
yeah, yeah.
because I'm losing all my memory." She was bitching.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right. I don't recall any of this.
So
Yeah,
like
you were
I've
there.
decided to drop out of school.
Oh.
They're just like not teaching me fast enough.
That might be because you're being watched, too. And I hand her the letter.
Well, I'm like a hyper performing student, so like that makes sense. You know, people are watching like, ooh, then be a plane rider, be like a researcher. I have
think they're
connections.
trying to prevent you
No.
from doing that.
I think they want to stunt your growth. They want to stop your education because they're worried about how powerful you are becoming.
I'm just like, kid, what's cool?
I agree, and I hand her this
I'll
letter.
just take you.
Life is annoying.
She reads it over quickly. She's like, ooh, you think I'm the Dragonborn?
I think you're the young
Cool.
Dragonborn
Cool.
complicating.
Complicating things. I don't know why. I'm just like doing reading and like learning about the planes
Who
and
have
stuff.
you been talking to about this stuff?
Just me and Reese mostly. Haven't seen Reese in a little while actually, but I'm not talking to him so much because like he's kind of not very mature and like doesn't go to class. He's been skipping classes like crazy. I haven't seen that guy in like a couple weeks, but like whatever. So I just been doing my own studies, and I think I'm just studying faster than everybody else. But like Reese had a crush on me, and I didn't really have one back on him. And then like we went on our thing. We did the thing like when we came to you guys in the Grey Valley, and that was pretty cool. But like,
Mm-hmm.
sorry,
Have you been approached by anybody?
approached by anybody? Not really. But like I've been doing a lot of reading at school,
Mm-hmm.
but that's mostly
Do
it.
you know of Hadriana Faustus?
That's my teacher.
Oh.
Why do you guys look
At
so
the university
concerned?
in Iman.
Yeah.
She is the one calling you complicated, and
She like knows me. Wait, what? That's her?
I believe that HF is her, and she seems to be communicating with AH, which is
Who's that?
Aurelia Hemming.
Aurelia Hemming, who has been
I don't know.
The
taking
Margrave.
the Margrave, who has been taking over this town, this city.
Oh, that's why like it's a red alert. People are like, don't go to Western right now. It's dangerous. There's like
Mhm.
goblins and stuff.
Yeah.
Cool, cool.
It's exactly it, and
But,
you
like,
seem
I
to be on her
I've just been reading and
watch
stuff.
list.
I don't.
Well, it does say that it
Maybe
does
because
say
my
that
aunt
Din
is the
on
curator?
their side. is
Probably
what it
because my
says.
aunt.
Dragonborn
That
plus
might be
this
it.
young
Dude,
Dragonborn
what
on
have you been
our
reading?
end.
About
Yeah,
it.
come on.
Have you done any research on these
You
orbs?
think that way?
Mm-hmm.
I looked into the orbs a little bit. There wasn't much that I could find, but like I've been reading about the
Didn't
planes
know
a
whatever.
lot. I've been reading about the planes a lot.
I'm not
I've been
calling
reading
them
about
out,
this
I'm
stuff
saying
like in
they
parallel
are-
universes and stuff, which is pretty cool.
The multiverse?
Kind of like a multiverse, I guess. Yeah, like kind of. But like more like the outer planes, but like parallel outer plane. I guess it's like if this is the universe, then like a multiverse could
Do you
happen.
know how to get
Have they-
there?
Do you know what?
Have you looked into how to get there?
How to get to the parallel planes? There's like experimental magics and stuff. I think that Engel Ulrich was working on something, but then he like left because he was a head of magic and stuff. But yeah, there's
You know
like
that.
these spells. There's spells that you can do, but they're like really powerful. So yeah, I've been looking into it a little bit.
What was
That
your
Veil of the
question?
Blue Dream things. It's
Have
like
you talked to your teacher about this?
who, Professor Faustus. Guys, don't take this the wrong way, but she's like not very smart. You know, she's like one of those people that's like, this student's smarter than me and stuff.
And you haven't told her that this is what you've been finding out.
Well, she like teaches us some stuff, and then I tell her obviously like you don't know very much, and then I tell her like these are all the holes in your theories and stuff, and she doesn't love that. And just like read more. You're a teacher, right?
Mm-hmm.
What were you about to say about the dream of the blue veil?
Oh, so this is like a really cool kind of spell that that people have been looking at, where it's like, oh, you go to sleep and like you dream, and then you wake up and you're in like a different plane, but like not like an outer plane, but like a different version of the prime material plane.
Is it blue? As if you're wearing a blue veil?
I don't know. I haven't done it.
Do you
but
know
like-
why they called it the blue veil?
There's some complicated kind of plane hopping reasons, but like the theory is that you fall asleep, you wake up in like a pocket dimension, And then this is like fairy tale, but like there's a blue curtain and you draw it back and you walk through it and then you're in the new material plane. And it's like you can only be there for a little bit, and if you're there too long and you influence events, then it can really cause some stuff to miss it. So I've been reading about it. I think it's pretty cool, but like I don't think anyone's close yet.
I just advise you to keep a lot of things to yourself from now on, and I don't think you should be returning back to Amon,
What? That's where I go.
especially in the presence
I have to.
of your teacher.
So I don't go to school though. Huh?
You just said you dropped out.
Yeah, but like probably gonna go back. I don't know. Things are confusing right now, and like I think maybe I do have a crush on Reese. I don't know.
Has Reese been visited by anybody weird?
I don't know. I haven't seen him in like 2 weeks.
Do you know where he might have went?
2 weeks.
No,
What's 2
he
weeks
just
ago?
Do you
he like
have the scry spell?
no.
You don't have access to that.
No, it's high level stuff.
I've never
Do you have
I
any
don't think so.
other?
I don't know what that spell is.
Do you have any other access to things where you can see Reese, or be aware of his presence?
Not really. Like scrying is kind of the thing. I mean, I can like
Can you message him?
I can message him. I just been giving him his space because it's like he told me he had a crush on me, and then the next day he didn't come to school.
I'm worried he's not alive,
What?
or has been taken hostage.
Okay, relax.
You
Just a
might
little worried about
be in more danger than you think.
That's fine. Okay, I'll message him. And you see her eyes just kind of like roll into the back of her head, and she starts drawing these like sigils, and she just kind of waits for a little bit. She's like, I don't know. Maybe he's like not answering. I don't know. He could be busy. He could be
You
doing
can be
things.
busy. I agree.
And again, I shot him down pretty viciously.
Yeah.
He was like, I have a crush on you, and I was like, Riz, like I'm way more focused on my studies. Like I'm trying to be really great, and it feels like you don't try your best. Maybe you could try a little harder. And it's like, and if I think that's the last kind of thing that I said to him. Really,
Wow, vicious.
yeah, that's the last thing I said to him. That's the last thing I said to him.
Don't focus on that right now. He'll come.
Okay,
He will come back.
sure.
He'll reply. He's probably just taking his time.
Yeah. I have to go to the bathroom. She just like gets up and walks away.
Good job, Uncle Felix.
Kid's gotta learn.
Yeah.
I'm worried for her safety now if he's not replying to her.
So the words are, the plan may need to accelerate slightly with the tiefling, Goliath, elf, and soldier poking about, plus this young dragonborn on our end. Things are beginning to complicate. From her.
From Hadriana to Aurelia. So what
I
do
don't
you
think
get
she-
from that?
I'm just saying, I don't think it means our end as in like our end of Tal'Dorei. You mean like geographically, you're saying like Din is in Iman with Hadriana and we're with Aurelia. But I think it means like our end as in like we're fucking probing her. I think there's two ways about it, that they don't want her to learn all this stuff, or they're trying to like use her. Because she's smarter than Din literally just said, I'm smarter than my professor.
But it says the young dragonborn on our end. Like on our end of things, she's probing around, and we don't like that.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm reading.
Sure. Right.
I don't know what
No, it's
you're
fine.
saying.
No, it's fine. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
But
That's
I
fine.
want to know what you're trying to say.
No, I'm saying the same thing as you.
Oh.
That because you originally were like, oh, in Iman, that she's
Right,
causing
like that's on
problems.
our
in-
end of
I know,
things.
but yeah,
Over
it's
here
fine.
in
I thought you meant
Tal-
literally
Iman.
geographically she's causing
No.
problems in Iman. I was like, no,
No.
she's causing problems in their side of the plan.
To their side of the plan.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a fun note. Also, yeah, I think they're they're coding them or naming them. Also, where is Dramil?
Damaril?
Demeril.
Is it a place that we know of? Is it a code?
Arborea.
Is Arborea this green orb we have? Because it is.
Arborea.
Dry NN DRYNNA.
No.
No, that's Dryna.
Merril.
That's not it.
Would I know where Damaril is on my travels?
Give me a second here.
Somehow connected to the Brawlers League.
I think that's a different thing, right? Different sentence?
No, it's the same thing.
It's-
So we believe Genna and Arborea are on this plane.
Arborea near
This
Damaril.
Possible sighting of Arborea near Damaril.
Arborea
somehow
sounds
connected
like a
to the
person.
Brawlers League.
Arborea sounds like a person.
It's true.
And Damaril sounds like it's a place.
I don't know if they're calling Arborea the names of
The orbs, or the
Orbs,
people who are
that's-
responsible to find the orbs.
That's
Those
what
orbs.
What was your check? What score did you get?
21 in total, but I got a 17 before the guidance.
That's okay though. It's total.
21.
So you beat it by 5, so you can ask one follow-up question based on your research.
Okay.
And then if you guys beat it by more than 5, you can also ask a follow-up question. What was your check?
A dirty
Zephyr?
20.
Zephyr was the closest.
Dirty 20.
Damaril.
You beat yours by 5, so you can ask a follow-up question as well.
About my tower?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I mean, fuck. Like, you guys have been sharing research. You can ask a follow-up question about anything. You guys have been talking back and forth for 8 hours on your research. And what did you end up getting as well with your second check?
My
You got
second
nat
check
20,
was
right?
nat 20.
Yeah, so you can ask a follow-up question as well.
So I don't recognize Damaril as like a city or town.
I want to look into specifically the red orb.
Damarel is a town. It is to the south. It is to the south of the continent. So I'm looking at it down here somewhere. It's over there.
Or like,
It's in, like, it's in this
Nothing
area.
really matters.
What does that
but-
say?
That's
It's
Yeah,
a
that's
small,
it. Just spelled a little differently.
yeah, it's a small town.
or
so by
like
the Storm Crest Mountains. Sorry, Storm Point Mountains.
Storm Point Mountains.
Yeah, so you guys can ask a follow-up question.
I think I want to ask about like the coloring of the orbs. Like, are they colored based on like their origin or like what their use is or that kind of thing? Like, is there significance to the coloring or are they just fucking colors?
They are all different colors. The
There's
colors.
23 unique colors.
There are 23. Yeah. There are
Okay.
23 unique colors. That is correct.
And is there is there patterns to the color?
You have access to this, so fucking read it up if you want. Like, take a look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, this is the most widely known available
This.
visual of
This.
the
Yeah.
of your cosmology of your
So
planes.
yeah,
Mhm.
they're named after the planes they
They're
hail from,
yeah, right.
or they are. So there is Arborea, there
Oh,
is
there is.
Acheron, there
Right.
is Gehenna, Sorcery, the Abyss. Like there are these ones.
No. It seems like we know where one of them is then. With this Brawlers League.
Down in the south. I
Which
guess
is
we
the
already
one-
used the orb
What
question.
what is the Brawlers League?
Fair.
This is a question I'm asking.
Funny you ask.
Why is that funny?
Because it's a joke name.
Doesn't exist, man.
Oh fuck.
First
rule
fugazi,
of
it's a
Brawlers
woozy, it's a
It's a
wazi.
fugazi.
It's fairy dust.
First rule of Brawlers League is you
Don't talk about
talk
Brawlers
about
League.
Brawlers League.
Like, pretty much actually, though.
Pretty much, yeah.
Now talk about it.
Tell us about it.
Spill the beans.
It's what do you want to know?
What do you mean? You're being very.
Why are you being sus from us?
Yeah.
Tell us everything you know.
Because I don't necessarily like talking about it.
Are you gonna go into a bear form
What do
again?
you mean?
Because then don't talk. If you're gonna start bearing out,
What do you know about this thing, Bear?
I know some of the people from the Brawlers League very well. I spent some time getting to know one of the people who has a lot of influence in the Brawlers League.
What was their name?
Great question.
If you had them.
What was his name? This is talking way back. His name.
Like in the backstory kind of thing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You probably don't need to know his name.
my question is gonna be about the
Alright, fair enough.
dream.
Anyways.
Just tell me about that.
Basically, the Brawlers League is like it's like a place where you watch people fight. Owners bet on fights.
Fighting pit.
It's like sometimes a fight to the death. Sometimes you beat the shit out of the other person. People bet on it,
When you
and
were,
they travel around from city to city, kind of like UFC.
you were a fan of this?
I was a little more than a fan.
Bear, you don't look strong enough to be in it.
You were.
You haven't seen me when I'm mad.
We had.
They have.
Yes, we have.
We in
Oh
fact
yeah, you
have.
have. Sorry, sorry.
Just like 5 seconds ago, as the last of his hair puts back
We've watched
into
you
his head.
kill many people.
He scratches and the last bit of hair kind of falls off his head. Back to being bald again.
Do you ever remember seeing an orb?
I don't know, DM. Do I?
You do not.
I do not.
You do not.
How did you get from place to place?
The Heel Toe Express.
Did you
Assume?
walk?
I would assume so.
How did the owner of the Brawlers League travel place to place? Did they travel with you?
I would know this probably.
Yeah, I mean, you know that like you're a gladiator, you were walking,
Yeah,
but like
I was
obviously
walking,
the
he was
guys
on
who were
horse.
running the league, like no shot,
Mhm.
no shot, they were walking.
Yeah.
Right. No
They were in
chance.
horse and buggy.
Confirmed?
Were they in horse and buggy?
That's his understanding.
I only asked this, Bear, because one of the tales that I just read was that they could move large armies within the blink of an eye. And if one person is just wanting to move, he seems like he can transport with one of these orbs.
To wherever he wants.
And you said it's a traveling league of brawlers? Brawlers of League?
Okay, you roll. Intelligence. Roll investigation, I guess. We'll call it.
Still, it's all neutral, brother.
Is it?
No proficiencies in anything
Great.
intelligence.
Okay, let's
so
call it.
15.
Okay,
Nice.
great. You would know from your from
want?
your time in the field that this is an illegal ring of fighting. This is not allowed, but it does move from town to town. And it was something that like you could never You never caught it.
Motherfucker.
You never caught it, but it always moves from town to town. Barry, you remember walking for sure. You remember walking.
They're cloaked.
You remember moving in a large band. But like, based off of these questions, it is a little weird that like, how did you never get caught? Like, you didn't spend very much time there,
Right.
and you obviously managed to escape it. But in the time that you did, you remember moving to a couple cities,
And just not getting caught.
and never once coming across either, never
They're on the
coming
other
across a
plane.
patrol, never coming across anything.
Bounce back and forth.
Damn.
They're in the Vale, or like
They're on the parallel plane.
Yeah, they're on the parallel plane. The parallel plane? Question mark.
I'm
Trying
in
to
the
say-
parallel plane.
Experimenting with the dream of the blue veil, as
So-
we think that the material plane is
Um,
not hiding on ours.
Din kind of comes back.
Maybe
You can
parallel.
tell like her dragonborn eyes are a little red, and you can tell like she's been crying, except instead of like snot, there's just like
They're
frost
invisible.
on her nostrils. She
The
kind
other
of like
plane.
wipes it away. She's like, "Hey
Gabrielle.
guys, sorry I was gone. Just had to go.
Somehow.
Bad, you know.
Totally.
Teleport thing makes you have to go to the bathroom pretty bad. So
I've never done it yet. I can't wait to.
yeah,
do that.
it's pretty bad. Like, it makes you have to go really bad. So you guys finding stuff? Did everything you could?
We're getting somewhere.
Cool.
Feels like
Is everything alright?
Arborea. Where's
No.
the book?
It's not.
Look
it's
up-
one of the.
I think you guys are right. I
Does
think
the
that something
plane
bad has
know
happened to
anything
Reese.
about
So
individually the plane?
I'm nervous, but like
I can sure.
Yeah.
I can't do anything. So
Again, we'll find them.
You have our word that we'll help you.
thanks, guys. I also messaged my aunt, and I'm gonna stay with her for a little bit in Zadash.
Inner
So-
That's a good idea.
But I'm not stopping. Like, I'm gonna keep researching and reading and learning, because like, if these guys want to hurt you guys or me, like, that's not cool with me. You know?
It's not cool at all.
If they've hurt my friend, I don't love that.
So yeah.
So
Yes, you can.
Mhm.
If you find anything out, you'll let us know, right?
I'll message you for sure. For sure, I will. I'm going to I'm gonna stay here for a night, take one of the quarters, because a lot of the monks have left. So, do you guys need a room? I can talk to Aunt Dav.
We also need a way out.
Yeah.
We can't leave through the front door, much like none of the people in here can. We
No,
might
they're
need-
not leaving. And then Dav like walks up. She goes, "Din, please stop talking. We are going through the teleportation circle. That's why we are bringing all of the books. We've been through this many times through our history. Cities fall and then they rise. The cobalt soul seems to go on. So we will bring our books, and once this blows over, we will return."
Do you mind if we use your teleportation circle to get out of here?
Where do you need to get to?
What
You
are our,
should ask.
what are our options?
Well, you can
Is
go.
it limitless,
It,
or do we need to go
this
to
is a
another
fixed.
circle?
This is a fixed network. You can use it to go somewhere not within this network, but it is more dangerous.
Dangerous in the middle of
It's up to you. Where do you need to go?
Rolls have been juicy tonight. I'm going for it. No.
Where do you need to go?
Where do we go?
Sign
I look
Norn.
directly at Bear and say, "To the frost."
The Frostweld.
Frostwell.
You want to
To
just
the
go
Merry
straight
Mere
to the
Summit.
Frostwell?
If you know the exact location, if he knows the exact location, would that help us?
Hags are very powerful.
Let's.
I don't know.
Well,
Maybe
you know,
the
but
foot
you,
of the hill,
place,
not
though.
her
That's-
house.
Are we ready to take that on?
I don't know, DM, are we?
Are you ready to take it on, dude? Do your thing.
It's a fucking hag.
See, we didn't
dude.
get to ask a follow up about the hags.
Yeah.
How do you kill it?
How do you kill it?
How do you kill it?
Tell us, governor.
They are.
Right, how do we kill it? How do you kill it? Bloody hell.
Adam,
Yes. Sorry.
how do we kill it?
You kill it with a series of either blows with weapons or
Kindness.
Or kindness. No, he's
Kisses?
never tried that. Again,
You have to
hags,
kiss him.
because you were like your research was really good. You know that hags are, by their nature, cowards. They're going to want to bargain before anything. They want to make deals before they fight, but they will fight to kill if they are backed into a corner. So they prefer to make the deal. They prefer to talk, but if you come at them guns a-blazing, then they're gonna hit you back.
Alright, we need a nuke.
I'm totally gonna pull an Aragorn thing later and just be like, don't let her speak. She'll put a curse on you. And then I'm gonna get cursed.
Oh shit.
Fuck yeah.
Because
So
we
we're
don't have
going
to
in,
spoil
right?
for the whole fucking stream.
Well,
Everybody at home knows what's gonna happen now.
well, I don't know if that's actually true or not.
No.
Also.
Cool. Can I ask my follow-up question? Unless we're still doing hag stuff.
No.
No, that was
I
hag
think we only got
things.
one
Fine.
follow-up.
It's fine.
Okay, my follow-up question is for the gnome and or dwarf to
Yeah.
find more information on the dream of the blue veil.
Oh, so you're saying to do another check? Okay. I would say like it is nearing the end of kind of your research time, but because you guys rolled so well, we'll give you one more check. So go ahead, give me an investigation.
I'll do this one without the guidance, right?
Mike, do you want to guide him?
I can guide you,
Go for it.
absolutely.
Yeah, you got the
Little
minute.
buddy.
You're guided.
Go, you
Yeah,
do it.
Add that D4.
D4.
A 3? Okay, we got up to 15.
Nice.
Okay. So you see them kind of like
Good stuff.
they're kind of like scratching their heads. They don't really know. They're like, is that a spell? They're kind of looking at each other back and forth. And like Din literally looks at two of them and she's like, that's experimental magic. Not many people know about it yet because it's still a spell that's being designed and played with.
Who's experimenting on it?
I know that we were talking about it in school. I know that it was kind of something that Professor Minster, like Arcanist Engel, was working on.
Was Faustus involved in any way?
She was like his direct report. Like she was under him for a long time. While he was like the head of the Arcana Pensophical, and he was like our teacher.
She was.
She was like his number two, kind of. But since he's left, she's like a mess. She's like frazzled all the time and stuff. I think she's just
Play
got
one steamer.
she's got like too much on her plate, I think. But it's a spell that you can do. It's just there's just not many people know of it yet.
Does it only
You know?
go between the two
See, Barry, you can do it.
planes?
Yes, so there's different kinds of magic. There's like plane shift, which takes you to like outer
Has to be
planes or
different.
elemental planes.
Yeah.
And then there's Dream of the Blue Veil, which would take you to a different version of the material plane.
Right.
So it is a plane shift, but instead of keeping you within the universe, it's experimental in the fact that it doesn't keep
It's
you
not
in
an
this
understood
universe.
destination. Like we don't know where they are.
We know it's another version of here.
This, but
Ghostland.
But where are
The
they?
upside
in the
down.
universe? We
The
don't
upside
know.
down.
Down, that makes sense.
Where in the universe? It's
Yeah.
not in this universe.
Right. That's where
Yeah.
that's what I'm trying to say.
This
yeah.
is the crazy part. This
Yeah,
is the
that's
cool
what I'm
like
trying to say.
metaphysical
Upside
thing with
down.
it.
Yeah. Okay.
It's this but different, I guess.
Yeah.
You know?
are we having the same
It's like a mirror.
conversation somewhere?
Could be.
It's like a mirror.
Could be slightly different.
how I
It could be
picture
that you've just changed one word in this conversation. It could be that the world is inhabited solely by dragons and that the
I could
people
be.
are dragons. It could be
I could be an alligator.
you could be an alligator. It could
Do you
happen.
want to be an alligator?
No,
you
I
can
just
do that if you take levels in Druid.
I can talk to
Say.
Alligator.
Next character is definitely a druid that primarily turns into an alligator.
It's mostly
You
alligator.
want to be an alligator? That's cool. You can do it.
Foreshadow.
I'm a dragon, so I'm closer to alligator than you.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's very cool magic. It's just not many people know it. It's kind of something. I'll be honest, that Engel was like working on himself. Like this is his thing. Like if he can do it, he's like, oh, this is my thing. You know,
He'll go down in the history books
Can I
as the
read that?
designer.
What's
of
it say about the
Dream
blue
of-
veil?
it wouldn't
The
be
Blue
Dream
Veil.
of the Blue
Says,
Veil. It would be Ulrich's Dream of the Blue
We
Veil.
believe
So it would be
Gehenna
pretty
and
cool for him.
Arborera,
You know,
which
that's
are
like the mark
names
of it.
of
That's
Yep.
yes.
orbs,
Wow.
are on
Yeah.
this plane. Possible sighting of
Tasha's hideous
Arborea near De Maril
That's
somehow.
Tasha's hideous.
So they're
laughter.
on this plane.
That's another thing.
It's an
Sighting
insult.
of that one in
That's kind
De
of the mark of
Maril,
like a true
somehow
master
connected
mage.
to the Brawlers League. Experimenting with the Dream of Blue Veil. Dream of the Blue Veil.
Experimenting? That's what it says?
Yeah. with Dream of the Blue Veil, as we think that the material plane is not hiding on ours. Maybe parallel. So it's like they think that there was a sighting in like Damerel, but they're saying that like because of the experimenting that it might not.
Perhaps whatever Engel was working on was passed down to huge fucko,
Mm-hmm.
but she doesn't know how to do it yet
Mm-hmm.
or use it.
Which is why I believe she thinks Din is a threat.
Because Din
I don't think that's
might be
Do you
getting.
think the prime material one is on the other plane?
yes.
This is what I'm thinking.
But
Mhm.
I don't think they know how to get
I
there.
don't think they know how to get there yet, and I think you're coming too close to
I don't
understanding.
think that's the case. I think
his
they
magic.
know that she's close to us. I think that's what they're concerned with.
Mm.
My worry is Engel. If he's working with them or not.
And he
'Cause who
has
would
the
know?
red.
How would they know?
We gave him the red orb.
Somebody gave him their orb, yeah.
We gave him the red orb.
And they have,
When's the last time you
6.
saw Engel?
and they're talking from their
Yeah.
The last time I saw Engel
Anon
was
to
on our
us.
side
Yes, I know.
the last time I saw Engel.
2 weeks ago.
No, it was more recent than that.
That's good.
They had a public
You're wondering.
celebration that was celebrating the new wardens of Tal'Dorei, and they were shaking each other's hands, and Hearthmaker Gardain was like, "Ooh, the heroes that destroyed the devil incursion," and they were all like shaking each other's hands and stuff. So it was like a celebratory thing, I guess. They were trying to get people excited about the new council and stuff.
Did you hear anything about the attacks on the places of worship before they happened?
Before it happened, no, but it happened everywhere.
Mm.
The temple district in Iman is nearly destroyed. But this happened everywhere, apparently. At least in the major cities. Sunbrunn, Iman.
Who was it
What's
that
his room?
attacked in Amon? Was it goblins? Was it tiefling? Was it
It was both.
human?
It was goblins and tieflings and bugbears and humans. It was a mess.
Hmm.
It wasn't an army from outside. It was they were here and they just lit it all up.
And how did the Amon army respond?
I mean, swiftly. They took out a lot of them, but it didn't matter. Most of the temples were
Yeah.
laid to ruin.
It was a surprise.
In fact, that
attack
was the other
everywhere.
thing too. That like that fucking guy that says he's a god like showed up and he helped take them
Thor.
down, and the fucking the other guy, the captain, he showed up. Like these guys are showing up and they're like, "Ooh, we're heroes. Check us out." And the people are like, "Ooh, they're heroes." I don't know. They're not that bright.
Captain Crunch.
They're not very
I
smart.
agree. No,
Not Captain Crunch.
Oh.
The captain.
The
The
captain.
captain.
Sorry, he's not the captain anymore. He is a general now. So he's like
General?
leading. Yeah, he's like leading
General
the
Thor.
armies and stuff.
General.
Well,
General
he's like a justice. He kind of took over like Arbiter Karash's place, so he's more the arbiter now.
Hmm.
And the god guy is like leading the soldiers, but like, yeah.
Sorry, what did we find? So I was reading something about there's been a few weapons that have been found that are like evil vestiges.
Yes.
The opposite
The
of the
arms of the
Yeah.
betrayer, kind of these things that are similar to.
What were they?
Arms of the
a
betrayer.
stone dagger and an obsidian warhammer, but they were thought to have been found in Wild Mountain. This is
Obsidian
This is the
warhammer.
only one. We
Yes.
have the only one in
What did
Tal'Dorei,
Thor
though.
have?
he had a warhammer, but it was not made of
Okay.
obsidian. Yeah.
He said that we have the one.
This was the
This is
only,
the only Tal'Dorei.
bad guy. That guy's a bad guy. That was the only arm of the betrayer that
Just
had
making
been
sure.
known
Yeah.
to make its way over was this mace. Yeah,
to make it
No,
to Tal'Dorei.
yeah, and that's in the vast history.
Right.
Like I said, these things were started to be found like 150 years ago.
Well, if there's activity like
Alright,
of
where are we
more
going?
teleportation and
That's
stuff.
where we
then.
go. I think we need to cure this bear. Lycanthrope.
I think we pay old Peggy Twitchwill. Old
Hey, which way?
Yes. Now you have to go with
Peggy.
that.
I mean, yeah, you guys are willing to.
I
you guys are
think.
willing to do
I
it.
think, but I would go on Dav's knowledge. If you believe we can get within range, then we will.
There is not a permanent circle anywhere there.
No.
It is a magical realm. Do you have an object from this place? From the Frostworld or from the mountain?
He is the object.
Are you
Skin.
are you from the Frostworld or are you from this specific
He
mountain?
doesn't know.
Then
It's a
we
sore-
can try it.
It's a sore
Let's
subject
get
for
closer.
this.
doesn't
Let's just get closer.
He doesn't. Both him and his player don't know.
This is fun.
What?
I mean,
You guys got a
can.
door to Stilden?
Hold on,
Let's just
hold on.
cut
Let me
that.
just see if I got any
Okay.
object.
Okay.
It looks the same.
Specifically
There's no
from-
road from Stilden there,
Mm-hmm.
so it'd be hard to range.
True.
So it's like it's the same
Right.
to me.
I didn't see anything.
The less familiar you are with the area, the more dangerous ramifications this can have.
Right.
Definitely.
That's not good.
Well, would I be familiar with
It's
the
not
area?
good, but it does
What's that?
eliminate.
Can I roll
days.
history to see if I'm familiar with the area?
I can tell you. Do they give pretty clear examples here? Like, it is. It's to be very familiar is a place that you've been very often, or a place that you've carefully studied.
Okay.
So
That's where I'm
I would
like-
say that that's not the case. And seen casually is a place that you've been more than once, but with which you aren't very familiar. That mountain is not a place that you've been more than once. I can tell you that.
Okay.
What are you doing there? You son of a bitch.
Quick one night stand, bro.
Viewed once is a place you've
Eggs, am I
seen
right?
Did you
once,
fuck
possibly
Peggy?
using, possibly using magic,
That's no.
Be seen it.
or
I seen
based on a description. But that's a place whose location appearance you know through someone else's description, perhaps from a map. So you can say like wintry forest,
With the little cabin.
but if you miss
Yeah.
your location on the roll, you're gonna wind up in a wintry forest,
Right.
literally fucking anywhere.
But what about the visions he saw?
So.
Because remember at one point it like
It was like
Yeah.
a cabin.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you saw.
There was a
fucking,
cabin on
I
a.
saw a
Right,
night
rock.
egg. Yeah.
So I would be willing to maybe give you seen
I
casually.
don't
Yeah,
think
that
this
makes
is the
sense.
right
Okay.
idea.
let's
Which-
let's not get something.
This is
Yeah.
not the right idea.
Yeah.
What do you? So you want to walk out through the front doors? Do you want to go to a mon?
Yeah.
What are you thinking, Ritza?
Well, I don't want to be trapped in. Like, I don't want to show up with my arm on my ass. Like,
Can that happen, Daff? I get way too.
You can
I got an
absolutely,
arm ass.
you can absolutely if it goes poorly, you can absolutely take damage. Shit can go
We're
wrong.
not all
Right.
well.
Like,
rested.
we're
Can my
not-
arm go up my ass?
I also don't
we
want
could-
to.
I mean,
I
we
don't
could
want to
flavor it
be
that way.
fucking sent back to the north and end up at some fucking cabin up here. and
But
then we're just double screwed and we're in the middle of the woods.
What
by
if we
ourselves.
so Dav talks to you and she goes like, if it is based on a place that you've seen a couple of times casually in a vision, chances are only 1 in 3 that it gets really bad for you.
67% chance.
I like those odds.
67% chance. No, I said
Goes
like
well.
like goes really bad though.
Right.
You know, there's like mildly bad is like
Right.
closer to 50-50. Closer. Not 50-50, but closer to 50-50.
Okay, well, the location is in the Stormcrest Mountains. I was born there. Like, why don't we just pick a spot that I and then at
That's
least
what
we're
I'm
close
saying.
to
Pick a
them,
place
and
that
then
you
we're
know
like a
Pick a
couple
place that
days
you're
that's what I'm
very
saying.
familiar with.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to
So
say.
But I
where
mean,
are
if you were
very
just
familiar
born
with?
there, like I don't have memories as a child.
I was born in
The trouble with Goliaths is that you guys are constantly on the move.
Like, you don't have a house.
Right?
Like I grew up
You're
here.
very much like the Dothraki. Like you don't have a home
yeah.
per se.
Yeah.
And even with your Brawlers League time, you move from place to place. So I would say
Yeah.
that like as
I've been
far
a
as
nomad for a while.
you've been a nomad for almost your entire existence.
So, can you give us where there are circles that you know of, transport circles that you know
Yes, there is one in Imon.
Okay.
If you're going that way.
Yep.
We have them in Wildemount and Zadash and Orexentrum. One second here. Let me see where the Cobalt Soul
Wildemount?
is located.
Anywhere near Singorn. Or Singorn itself, sorry.
I mean Vasselheim, but that does not help you necessarily. This is the best I can do for you is Iman.
That would put us farther away.
But if you, this is the best I can perhaps offer you. Of course, you would be doing us a favor if you walked out the front door.
I don't think we'd be doing any favors to ourselves. I think like you said, you've done this before, and you will do it again.
We can take the chance. I can teleport you somewhere else.
I would, under your counsel, I'd be willing to go with Bear's knowledge to as close as he would be comfortable putting this. And I look around for approval from the other. What do you mean you don't know? Yes or no, Ritza?
I don't think it's a good idea, but like whatever, 67%, sure. I just think if we end up in fucking buttfuck nowhere, we're just absolutely dead. If we like,
You will not be
Great-
dead. You will just be somewhere not
the
there.
Great Valley is wintry terrain. We can just end up right back there
I understand.
where there's.
So you'd rather
unspeakable-
walk out the front door?
No, I'd rather go somewhere is safe and I don't know.
Vermont's not safe.
I do have an
And
object
the other two are
from where I want to
Different
go.
continents.
Do you? What do you have?
It's fine.
No, I don't know if this is gonna count,
Okay.
Maybe I just don't know the answer.
but I have the fiddle.
The fiddle would have been from probably a small town somewhere, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Where?
Probably from somewhere. I mean, we didn't establish the
Can you
town that it would have
investigate?
been from.
The fiddle.
That's true.
Can I investigate the wood on the fiddle?
Absolutely, you can. Yeah, go for it.
Thank you.
Go for it. Yeah, take that fiddle and investigate the wood on it. It's worked before, right? You got the boat.
14.
Master wood investigator. Yeah, it's a
It's a
what are
hardwood?
violins typically? Yeah. It's like an, I don't know. It's deciduous. It's probably a deciduous tree in nature.
Deciduous.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So it'll tell you it's a
Well,
fairly
at least
temperate.
it's not like a palm.
It's not a palm. It's not a palm.
A fiddle.
Yeah.
It's a fiddle.
It's not a palm.
It's a soft wood. What is the closest town to where you would have been born? Like you were born near the Stormcrest Mountains.
What is the closest
town? Actually, he was born in a cabin.
You made a trip.
I said the hag was in a cabin.
You were near.
He was born in a cabin.
To the Frostwell,
At the tip of the
and you
And
know
he's
that
your
eventually you
mom.
moved your way north. So I would say you
Yeah.
were somewhere on the north, like on the northern end of it.
Like by the
That's a rune.
Can't even
Or
read
a. What's that one? These things. They're like.
What are we doing when we get there? Do we have something to barter with?
the mace? No.
I know I'm not.
We should
touching
give
that
the
thing
hag
again.
the mace for sure. Yeah, that would go over well.
That's not a rune. That's a religious site.
I think
Right.
there's only really
two major.
It doesn't have to be major, right? It just
There's
needs to be
Singorn,
somewhere.
and
That's
then
a
there's
peak.
the
That's a.
important to
That's not.
Ashen Gorge.
That's a peak. That's a like something else.
Were you born in a town, or were you
Place
born
of
on the
interest.
I was
road?
born in the mountains. Yeah, like
Yeah.
On the road?
barbarians or Goliaths just keep.
So
Yeah,
this
we'll
is
just
just a
give birth
place
and
of
walk.
interest. It's just like something
You just kind of
interest.
fell out of your
Yeah,
mom's womb
and started walking.
mid walk.
I was like, fuck.
Oh,
Crawling
here
for
we
the
go.
first little bit.
This isn't like, this is just marking that there's a giant gorge there. Like the
It's gorgeous.
the square, the little diamond like that is a place of interest. So it doesn't mean there's people there. It just
Interesting.
means that it's like a site. It's like
Yeah.
Well, I'm
The
interested.
fucking hag's house.
she lives in
Okay.
the bottom of the
66%, guys. What do you think?
Well, 66%. If you have the object, it goes
We
up
have the object.
exponentially.
We can go to where the object was
Yeah.
made. It just depends on if it was.
I know
made.
where it was made.
Fiddle.
No worries.
You know where the fiddle was made.
I do.
We do know where the fiddle was.
Yeah.
It was passed down from my Faja,
It was.
which
Good ball.
Is it a Stradivari?
so what?
What?
I didn't hear you say.
Stradivarius? Stradivari?
It's a stratosphere.
No.
Is it
There's a specific type of
Fender
violin.
Strat?
Spaghettini.
Stratocaster.
Stratocaster?
Yeah.
Spaghettini.
It's a spaghettini.
Right.
It is a spaghettini. You flip it over, it's spaghettini. That was the name of the maker.
So
That's canon.
shit!
we've
That
been
shit's
here
canon.
for a few hours.
Yeah.
Where the fuck are we going?
Nearly 8 hours of research.
Are you writing down spaghettini
In
right
game.
now? You did.
We've been playing
I
this
hate
game
that.
for what feels like 8 hours,
It-
and we've read books. That's it.
It's like
Let's
it's
go.
like 3 in the morning. So like, do you guys want to sleep?
We can take a nap.
first?
I'm taking up here.
While we're sleeping, we're gonna discuss out of character.
Yeah.
Where the fuck are we going?
Fuck, we're going.
Okay.
I trust the violin more than the fucking fiddle more than
Okay, we
Bear's
gotta vote for
visions
fiddle.
of a
What?
cabin.
You better
and a
hope
hay.
it's near the Stormcrest Mountains, though.
That's
Okay,
the thing.
but
Where's the
Bear's
fiddle?
More so-
visions of a.
Where's the fiddle from?
We don't know.
Oh, where are your visions pointing us to?
The
Where we
hag.
want to go? Oh, okay.
the head.
Yeah, I trust fiddle.
Like in
See how ridiculous that sounds?
So,
But no, she has a point that the fiddle puts us up exponentially from not getting fucking
we're
contorted.
not getting transported to a different place. That's just a cool, whatever his vision.
So if
look
it came
like.
from Whitestone or
It may put us in
That's
the
my
vicinity.
issue, is
if
like,
it came from
that's-
Western,
If it was
it could
made,
teleport us
yeah.
outside of the gates of we're dead.
And because Goliaths travel a lot, it was from my father. It could have been anywhere.
Which he probably stole off somebody that he met on the fucking
road.
paths,
Or
and then
it
that guy
existed.
got it from
Whoa,
this
whoa, whoa!
person.
We're not a stealing people. We kill first,
Or
right?
Sorry.
it can
It's a
take us to
gathering
the
of
witch's
sorts.
hut.
Or we can go to the witch's hut, or we're going to go to Mon, which I'm like, I don't want to go.
I don't
Well,
know.
see,
I don't
we
want to walk
have
out the front doors.
we have the information of the vision. We also have old Peggy Twitchwillow.
What the fuck are we doing with this mace? Oh my god, get it out of my
Fast
fucking
bag.
We need- yeah.
inventory.
No, staying in the bag of holding.
in
We
the
have
We're taking it.
till end of
the
campaign.
location.
We're taking it.
I thought
That's
we were,
when-
I
I
thought
thought
the
we were
plan was
leaving
to
it here.
leave it here.
We can't leave it here.
Why?
They're not like
Can't let
Give them
Aurelia
the
have
bag
it.
of holding.
We can't
The
let
monks.
Aurelia
The
have it.
monks.
no.
I'm not saying leave
I'd
it.
rather grab the mace again than give them the bag of holding. Jesus Christ.
What the fuck? Okay.
You
The-
take it out of the bag of holding then.
I'm not taking it out of the bag of holding. What I'm arguing. Oh, you're just scared to take it out of the bag.
Yeah. That's how it happened this time.
Aren't you? Why don't you
but-
take it out?
They do have a branch in Vasselheim, which is a fortress of a city. That is
Where?
that is a city that does not fall.
Where is
And it is-
Vasselheim?
Vasselheim is on another continent.
Oh, wow, Adam. Thank you.
Yeah.
So
no, but they can
close to
take the
hat.
mace there.
We can.
As long as we
take
can
it.
get
We
it
can
out of
take
the
the
bag.
mace there.
Where are they going?
What's that?
They're
Where are
going
they?
to the Frey Mount. Mount
Who?
Frey.
The monks.
The wild.
They are
Wild.
spreading out and around. Some of them are going to Zadash, some are going to Rexentrum, some are going to Iman, and there are a few going to Vasselheim.
I need to
None
talk
of these
to
places
I need
are
to
in
talk
this
to that
vicinity.
fat woman.
Too late, you're asleep.
To who?
I'm dreaming.
You can talk to her in the morning. Yeah.
Good.
What is your dream
Excuse
talk
me,
about?
had
No,
my
you can
dream-
say you talk to
I
her.
want to
You can
know.
talk. You talk to her at night
I
before you
need
went to bed.
know
Yeah.
if they can take an item of extreme importance that can't get into the wrong hands.
We could bury it under the city of Vasselheim. There are many powerful artifacts resting there already.
It's important that no one
touches.
touches it.
We can go,
We can also.
and then we can
Choose
teleport from there to.
we can also.
Does
give
that increase or sorry? Would that
Is
decrease?
this just a matter of not touching the thing?
It is.
Because I can just get like a box.
But
The
Can we
man.
pull it out with mage hand or something?
it's alright. It's in
Again.
the bag.
We listen.
They're magic.
We know how to hide artifacts of power.
Right.
This is something that Vasselheim has been very good at for a very long time.
We have it.
I don't know if you've watched the first 15 episodes of Critical Role, but they literally
I haven't.
hide an artifact of extreme power
Where do you think I got the idea?
under the city of Vasselheim.
The
Horn of Focus.
issue,
I knew the answer before.
the issue I have is that when he picked it up through my cape, he was still affected.
Yes, but we have
So you're telling me a box is going to change that?
100%. Yes,
Okay.
this is a box that can withstand magical energies.
How do you
Okay.
get it out of our
I thought it was a cardboard box.
Magic.
That's
Oh
news.
no! We
I was
wouldn't
like,
take
this
this
is-
artifact
sounds
of
really
great
fucking
power and
stupid.
put it in a shoebox.
Yes, that's
Put it
why
in a
I
box
was
of
so
your
confused.
Kyries.
Felix, you're honestly.
How do you get it out of the bag of holding? Is my question.
Hold your breath. Yeah,
Hold
you
your
you,
breath.
If
you,
I
can-
dump
it-
you literally can turn a bag of holding inside out, and then all of the things that are in it would just
put it
spill
all
out,
back in.
and you just
No
have
way.
to put it back in.
There you go.
That's
Do
part
we
of the
have
whole
anything
bag
else
holding.
in there?
You have other
Yeah, we
shit.
have lots of
Chains.
stuff. We have chains
Many-
to chain you up.
Chains.
Yeah.
We have ship chains that are gonna come pouring out on top of the mace.
We can go with them to Vasselheim, then transport to the hag. From Vasselheim, there's a circle there.
I don't know what Vasselheim is.
We can
Freaky
just
on wild
take
ground.
it if you
I've
want.
never been.
They can take it. Why don't you trust the monks?
It's not that I don't. I'm just
Why?
saying.
Just for
you
ease of
go.
transfer.
Are you sleeping tonight?
We're already asleep,
I
dude.
thought we were awake now.
Yeah, we went back in time.
No, we're.
Okay, so
Oh my
yes,
God.
I'll be sleeping.
Did you
in
need an
soon.
orb for that, or
Give me until morning. I will have people capable of transporting such an object here from Vasselheim, and we will take it off your hands.
What about
Wonderful.
the orb?
As I
The orb, do you want to keep it or do you want to give it away?
Maybe we keep this one.
We'll keep this one. Another one is in
Another one.
the hands of someone we trust. Engel.
He's the
Leader of the
yes, he is the arcanist, whatever.
That super special
Yes,
wizard
he's
league.
the head of the
Master of
he's
Arcana.
Master of Arcana.
Master
thank
of
you.
Disguise, I believe.
Master of Disguise 4.
Right.
Yes.
No, that's
that's
Amelia Hammond.
Aurelia.
Aurelia. She's
Oh,
bad.
she's a queen. She's just a bitch.
And apparently a master of disguise.
She is a bitch, is what she is.
Turtle.
She
Agreed.
kept asking me to come out and talk to her because she wanted some specific book, some specific knowledge.
Which book?
I don't know, some notes from somewhere.
Do we still have those notes?
You may not take notes away from the kobolds.
I'm not suggesting that, but maybe we keep those in a safe spot as well.
That one's already is on my person. This specific.
I'm talking about the other
Yes.
notes.
Yes, we will be moving them with us to a more secure location until which time we see fit to return.
If Aurelia's looking for them,
Yes,
Yeah.
They need to
protected
get
at all costs.
You can
Yes.
understand that.
absolutely.
So did we decide we're risking it all to go?
'Cause I want it all. Yeah.
We're going to the hag.
Fuck it. Whatever.
But like wherever Bear's visions get us closest to, yeah.
Is that what we're doing?
But we
It's up
know
to
the
you.
point. We know the mountain peak.
So can we go to the base so we're not in her
Fuck it,
doorstep?
I don't care.
Up
Okay,
her
cool,
ass.
dude.
Teleport me in her bum.
All right.
Take us to old Peggy's butt.
The Peggy's Cove is what they like to call it.
Oh! You don't though have
Peggy
an
Twitch
object
butthole.
from that area, right?
That
no,
we
it's
know
just
of.
your vision.
So it is your visions
Well,
and it is
just
your
hand her.
We have
Anything.
Bear that's cursed by
That's what I
her.
mean. It's like Bear is the object.
Use
No.
me.
In my logic, it's a yes.
Fuck
actually.
me.
No, I understand. It's just that your
Can
logic
we roll for yes or no?
is not how the magic works, if that makes sense.
I've just started using magic this like past
Yes,
6
yes, yes.
weeks,
There is very little logic when it comes to magic.
and I lay on hands myself. Before.
Wow. That is impressive. It is very,
Just kidding.
very-
I used all of that. Up.
Very impressive.
I already did that.
Just to prove a point.
Yeah.
Oh,
All my slots are
Okay.
used. I
That's
can't.
funny.
I can't even do that.
So are we
I've been using
rested?
magic a little bit too.
yes, you are fully rested.
Okay.
The defenses
Bitch.
overnight have held. It seems that the assault on on the reserve never actually came. Like they had guards ready, but nobody was bashing through the door to come in.
Excellent.
I just want to make sure that I'm doing this completely correctly. Because like you say, you don't want to wind up with an arm up your butt just on my bad call.
If I get a fucking arm up my ass and I can't shoot my
You
goddamn
You don't
fucking
understand
arrow,
that by saying it over and over again, if a
You're
mishap does occur,
It's
that
arm
is
up the
now
ass.
absolutely
just kill me. I'd
happening
rather
to you.
die, honestly.
Than
Yeah.
having your arm
Yeah.
up your butt.
Yeah.
Well, get ready.
Just let it happen.
Just relax it.
Just
It's
relax.
not just like still shooting a +9 though, but like. Yep. She got that sharpshooter feet. And that sharpshooter ass.
Sharp ass.
There, you have nothing on your person from your curse.
I feel like he's trying
What about
to
your
tell
toenail?
you do.
What about
No,
your
I'm not. I'm asking. I'm
Toenail.
legitimately asking.
I've
I
been
don't know your
looking through
inventory.
this book
what
From
does
your curse?
what about
from
the
my curse.
do you have a physical
Oh, the fucking hair. The werebear hair.
Where's it go when it falls
Ew.
off?
It just like goes. It just like
It's
fucking
just on the
falls on the
ground.
ground.
Sorry.
I would
Do you
say
not
that
have
that does not count.
Oh.
That's hair that grows on you.
From
It would
my
be.
curse.
Yes.
Were you given
Was there an object that was given to you or anything like that?
From the curse?
Yeah.
I don't even remember old Peggy. I don't know. Can I roll to see if Peggy left me with like a little, you know?
do you have
No,
like
what's
a
in your
toe-
inventory?
do you have
Yes.
like a
Read the whole inventory.
yeah,
No,
read the
just not
inventory.
out loud, but like in your if you have something that you're like, oh, this would have come from there, then we can talk about it.
Explorer's pack back.
It's a name tag. It says, "Hi, my name is
Bedroll.
Peggy" or something.
A messed
I have nothing, dude.
I stole this bitch's name tag from the meet
He
and
has
greet
like a little hag fucking toy.
at old Peggy
He's like, I got this
Twitch
at
Roll.
Peggy's Cove. Sorry, do you mean Peggy the fucking hag?
Dude, I got nothing from her. I don't know why. Like,
What about this tiny little hag
All I've got is
doll?
this little shrunken head, this little name
This
tag.
bag
that
of
says-
hag teeth.
I got nothing. I got
a
nothing.
phone number.
Alright.
It says Peggy underneath. I don't know
That's
who this is.
Literally a postal code. I'm not sure.
This is a place that I would
Picture
say
of
you
a
have
sweet,
seen
sweet
casually.
ass.
I got a picture of some hag titties. Don't know.
Sweet, sweet ass.
I got.
Okay. This is when the campaign goes sideways.
Yep.
We're gonna
We
die.
already signed up.
So you see
I
Dav
honestly
kind of
can
pull. You guys have a nap. Wake up. It's morning.
I kind of got
You see these
We're done.
soldiers show up in this like bright silver scale mail with these bright emerald green cloaks and these incredibly detailed like helmets essentially. They're emblazoned with the platinum dragon. A few of them show up, 4 of them in total, 2 of them carrying a box. They pull on these like really heavy kind of metal gloves. You see them kind of join hands, say a prayer, and then one of them does like this little spell, and all of a sudden these gloves are glowing with this like blue energy. And they just come over to you and they just go, the mace.
Felix.
I turn
Just
the bag
the
upside
bag.
down and
Just
thinking
turn it
about-
inside out.
No, because then I have to pick up everything else.
If you turn it upside down
Jesus
and
Christ.
you think about it,
Yeah.
nothing happens. You have to grab whatever you want. Turn it inside out. These hundreds of pounds of change just.
One potion of climbing. One vial of poison.
Okay, here we go.
Thieves'
For
No,
those
it's-
they're
things,
gonna break.
yeah, for
They're
those
gonna
things,
break.
let's roll a die.
They're gonna
let's
break.
roll.
I knew.
A one
You
d4.
could have taken them out first.
You could have taken those out first. Yeah. Go ahead.
Medallion of a Melon Council. Fuck.
That's fine.
A male concept?
No health
What's that, like
potions.
the next Xbox?
No
or-
health potions. You're fine.
1 iron flask. 50 feet of rope. Dice.
The iron flask is in there too. Yeah.
Iron.
Oh,
Iron.
The genie.
iron
I
flask,
forgot
yeah,
about the
for the
genie.
genie,
Do we
yeah.
want to go back and find
Oh,
what the
We
genie?
have bigger fucking shit to
Holy
deal with than
shit.
this
Dice,
fucking
comic
genie.
pose, 9 drawers.
Sorry,
water skin,
slaves.
backpack,
Okay, so it's just those two things though that are
totally
gonna.
forgot.
two
Still have that
vials
casino
of
key.
dragon's acid.
Okay,
But the genie.
so the acid, the
Right,
two
that's
acids,
actually-
2 vials of dragon acid, one vial of poison, and what was the other glass bottle? A potion of climbing. Okay, perfect. Each of you can roll a d20 for me. Before you do,
Oh my god. it's
dragon's
the-
acid, acid,
I'm an acid.
poison,
bitch.
climbing potion.
Ready?
We're gonna need that
On
climbing.
3.
Can I guidance myself? Just kidding.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
2. Broken.
5.
Broken.
10.
Pass.
2.
Broken.
Okay, so we have
You have
one
a
vial
vial
of
of dragon
acid.
acid, yeah.
That's fine. It's mine.
Goodbye.
Anyway. I'm actually taking it
Poison.
and putting it in my
Who
inventory.
gave Felix the
Wait.
bag of holding?
Okay, hold on. Vial of acid, you said? Broke?
No.
Yeah.
His did.
1 vial of acid broke. Please roll another d20 to see if it corrodes the chains.
You butthead.
13.
Fine. It just like,
Oh.
it shatters, it sizzles on the ground. You see these soldiers just like, you should have taken those out first.
How long does the climbing potion work?
I think you get an
Too
hour.
You're gonna slurp
Yeah,
it
oh
up.
god, it's broken.
Drink it,
Um,
quick!
You're gonna slurp it
They,
up.
as soon as,
Not me, I don't
as
need
soon
it.
as everything
What
hits
is
the
it?
ground, the
One
soldier
vial
with the
of acid.
glowing gloves like picks up the mace and very gingerly like puts it in this box. The lid slams shut and like these 3 heavy padlocks are locked on it. These 2 guys with the box and then these 2 soldiers with great swords exit out.
See you
through the
later,
teleportation
Zartaza.
circle. And that is no longer
Your
your
vision
problem.
goes black.
Cool.
Gone. Your Zartaz, your
You just
mace,
gave
the mace of
Zartaza
black crowns,
and a
no
middle
longer your
finger.
problem. Well done, guys. You took care of that.
There's this.
There's
we
one
now?
thing off your list. Well, I mean, it's gone.
It's
buried,
gone.
It's
Not our
buried in a
problem.
holy city
We
of
can
Vasselheim.
wait.
Good job.
Level
To
5.
deal with it is very.
Write this down.
It's yeah, it's
And
gone.
it's buried in the.
Oh, you want the notes? In the notes.
Valhalla.
Okay. After that's done, you notice as you woke up as well that
stuff all
many,
back
like
in.
probably only about 10% of the books that were there are still left. So much of what was there is gone. The place has become way more cavernous. As you talk, your voice echoes out over these stacks. Din wakes up, gives you like a nice little breakfast, and goes like, "Okay, so you guys are like you're teleporting?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Where are we going to go?
Are we stupid for doing this?
I don't think so. Do your thing. I don't know. I'm gonna teleport, but like I know exactly where I'm going,
Helpful.
and there's a circle there, so it's like I literally can't.
You are
It's
going
like
back
a
to
doorway.
Moana,
It's like
right?
walking.
I'm
in
going
the
to
door.
Zadash.
Right.
I'm going to Wildmount because if
With your aunt.
if what you say is true and I'm not safe, then my aunt has already been like, "Yo, come stay with me."
I highly recommend staying.
Why did your aunt leave early? Do you know?
Because she's the curator, so it's like you protect them. I guess I don't know. She's like a learned woman. She's not much of a fighter. So
And
the
it-
expositor is more like a hand-to-hand girl, you know.
If something happens to us, make sure that you find a group that will take care of what needs to be taken care of.
I will. I'm going to be still working on the back end, so I'll make sure to message you if things go sideways or if I find anything out. I'll make sure.
If you
Please.
could check in every other day, that would be helpful for us to know you are alive, and I hope
For sure.
vice versa.
Yeah. Okay. I'll do it. As the teleportation runes begin to glow once more, Dav kind of puts her arm around Din and goes, "It's good seeing you, niece. Take care of yourself. Take care of your aunt." And Din just kind of looks like back over her shoulder at you guys, and she's just like, "Okay, I'll see you guys later." Just like I message you. And she steps through the circle, disappears. It's like Dav, a few other monks, and you guys. She goes like, "Well, are you ready?"
There's no time. like
Ready
the
as we'll ever
present.
be.
I'd look
Excellent.
at Bear and would just go, "Do you think it hurts?"
Only if we really
Guess we're gonna
fuck it
find
up.
out.
I'm just gonna start wrapping up like my fucking scarves, like getting ready to be landed on a fucking mountain top.
So you
right now.
guys prep.
I'm gonna have my
It's
sword
gonna
out.
be real cold wherever you land. So like, yeah, you wrap your scarf up. You're prepping for winter. She goes, "Okay, Bear. If we are going based on your vision, keep it in your mind. Keep it to the front of your vision.
She sprinkles.
Think about it for like
Is that
Think about it for 10 minutes.
Neverwinter.
10 minutes.
Guess we're not making
Spring
it for the
crest.
I don't
fucking.
think I've ever thought of anything for 10 minutes.
It's only because I need to like draw the runes.
Fuck are we getting home? Oh,
So,
okay, let's go.
With this,
Before I start
her
overthinking
vision.
it.
Oh, this is great. I'm gonna just
Motherfuckers
before.
is good.
Why? This might be the end of the campaign. So good luck.
Straight
to
out,
everyone.
like we might just all fall into a fucking pit of
Maybe.
lava.
Of the opposite of lava.
Who knows?
Well, ice.
We don't
Or-
know
The
that.
top of a mountain.
We could show up in the hag's butthole. So we can go.
You could blow
Just
it
We
up.
like
could show up in our
Ant-Man
own
and Thanos'
buttholes,
ass.
not even near the
Why
head.
didn't you just do that?
Just like
Anyway.
back when I got cursed.
Just get in there and then expand, and then
Ant-Man,
he's
just
dead.
do it. Is that the last episode of What If?
We haven't watched enough
I
What
haven't
If.
seen it.
Okay.
Is just Ant-Man gets in Thanos' ass and explodes?
So you're
think that's
keeping this place in mind. She's talking to you kind of through this entire
brilliant.
process,
Okay.
and
Do it.
you see like the runes
Boom,
start
you're
to
dead.
crackle.
Where's the ring?
This is not really what they're meant for, but she's still doing her best to kind of keep everything under control. You tell her once the name of the mountain. You tell her how close it is to the Frostweld, and
Have the name of the hag.
with that, the runes start to glow, and it turns white. It's just on you guys to step through the circle.
Okay.
Should we
Who's going
roll,
first? You
like,
got-
Should we like roll
She
She
an
goes,
goes,
you've
initiative
got.
right now?
She lights it up. She goes, you've got 6 seconds. Go, 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 go.
I run.
I take the first step.
Yeah.
You run.
Go.
Everybody goes
Yeah.
through. You feel your stomach drop. It's like going over the hill on a roller coaster. All of a sudden, your vision goes black and then blinding white. You are racked with pain as you take 3d10 force damage.
That could kill
Right
me.
off the bat.
Actually, no, okay.
3, 1, 10, 14. You each take 14 points of force damage as a mishap has happened. But as you feel this like blinding force energy hit you like a brick wall, you hit the snow, and you look up, and you are at the base of a mountain. That's what you know.
I'd go like this,
Your arm is in your butt. Just your hand.
but like just sitting
You
there.
can pull it out. But that's what.
Like it's in my ass.
Yeah.
You fisted yourself?
Yeah.
Fist your own
You didn't
asshole?
want that. It happened. A mishap.
That
I told
didn't
you,
happen.
if a mishap
You
happens,
gotta stop saying
it happens.
his
You gotta stop.
ideas.
You
Can't give him the idea.
you made that happen. I never would have done that to you, but
Ugh.
you were so
you just would
adamant.
have been hurt. Now you have a fist up your ass.
You would have been so adamant that you.
Yeah, but I hide it from everyone.
You land. Yeah. You managed to like shake the shit.
Like
out
your
of it.
mind off in the
My
snow.
passive perception's not high enough.
Now
to
you're
notice.
fine.
Do
So
you
you
do a
are
sleight
looking-
of hand check?
You are. No.
I'll tell you,
Your
my hand
Fist was in your butthole.
was stealthy enough.
Yeah. Then my first roll was a 3.
Nice. Why'd you get to roll?
Because it was my
Roll
spell.
to see how we get there.
I wanted to roll
Yeah, well, it was my spell too.
with my friends.
Well, you gotta learn
You're not
teleport.
my friend anymore.
I don't know what to
so-
tell you. You gotta learn teleport.
You're the one.
So,
who
yeah, definitely
I
had a
got
mishap
fucking hit
first.
in my ass.
That
was on me,
So you
though.
each took 3d10, and then I re-rolled on the table. But I'm not going to tell you the second roll because you don't exactly know where you are right now. You do look up. You're at the base of a mountain, looking to your left and your right. This is a mountain range. Looking
Snowy.
behind you, there is a forest, and you are cold. You are very, very cold.
I'm gonna kick Snow and look at Bear and just go, does this look familiar?
Tough to say.
I look down.
Bear.
Yes.
What if we find a bird to tell us like where we
No,
are?
that's a useless spell. Like, there's no point.
Talking to animals, yeah. Scrap that.
Animals are so stupid. I'm done talking to them.
You're just done now.
This is the worst thing ever. I'm talking to a fucking bird right now.
I talked to a prestigious horse who couldn't fucking remember its own name.
That was funny.
That
It was
was
not
funny.
a prestigious horse. It was a horse.
It was just a horse.
It was the Amon
I'm
army.
horse.
I
I'm horse.
wouldn't call them prestigious.
That doesn't make it prestigious.
All it had
It
to
could
do
have
is
easily
walk in
been
a straight
wood.
line. I think it was like, in fact, like
I was
just a
picturing
parade.
Amon as being like the capital
I think it
of
was just
fucking
like a
Tal'Dorei.
parade.
Yeah, it's like
horse,
Toronto horses.
Yeah, it doesn't make every horse a fucking brilliant genius, though.
Horses are smart
fucking animals.
Not this one. That one was an
That
idiot.
one was just
the
like, I'm
biologists
horse.
will agree with me.
Mm-hmm.
All animals are
Where
smart.
are we?
You are in a.
Stop thinking he has a wall for a reason.
Yeah, I got a
Because
wall,
of
bitch.
you.
Get out.
Okay, I'm gonna meditate and then talk to an animal.
Like,
You need to touch the animal, don't you?
No. not
Oh,
for
you
that.
don't.
no, he just
Nah.
yells and he's like, fucking
You
bird,
don't.
dude.
I know,
Hello?
but the actual, I think you're
Hello,
supposed to look
dude?
different, right?
Yeah. Hey, dude.
Okay.
It
So
is.
you close your
Just
eyes
sit here
Ah!
for 10 minutes.
and reach out to
Ah!
any nearby beasts.
Oh!
Shut the fuck up.
For the first time since you've been out in the wild, you get nothing back.
Oh.
Um,
Do I-
who's kind of? I guess you're all around. So whoever
I'm still
who's
kicking
proficient with
snow.
perception.
Me and also nature and survival.
Awesome. Go ahead and give me perception first.
I start practicing my crow noises.
Seven.
You do
17.
hear one crow, but
17.
it's fierce.
Okay.
17.
17.
Pretty good, eh?
As you guys are kind of just getting your bearings, and you've pulled your fist out of your butt, you look.
Guys, I smell something.
You're kind of trying to like hide your shame.
I'm like this, I'm like,
Yeah, you're hiding your shame. You're like rubbing it in the snow.
I'm still kicking snow.
And you look kind of up the hill a little bit, and you see what you think is maybe a dead body, or multiple.
I didn't notice anything.
I'm like, why does it smell like poop?
It's about 100 feet from you or so.
100 feet.
Sure.
I check my feet.
It's not your feet, for sure. It's not your
Who
feet.
stepped in shit?
It's not your feet.
Oh, I landed in poop when we landed here. There was poop under the snow.
Did you shit yourself on the ride?
Honestly, it was
I
very
was
like
terrified.
it churned you. Like everybody felt that
I
damage.
think you shit your pants, Felix. I don't know.
Honestly,
I just landed
it could have
in,
been you.
I just
No,
landed
it
in
could have
poo
been.
when I landed here.
Can I do a constitution check to see if I did shit myself?
Well,
No,
like a
you're in your armor.
constipation
No
check.
I
chance.
definitely know if I shit myself.
You can't tell right now. Tough to tell.
Can I do a constipation check?
Constipation check, you can do that, yeah. You are not
Does
constipated.
it feel
no.
like I still need to poop?
Which means he did poo. He's not
Oh, no.
constipated.
Right.
Roll for poop. Just
Straight up.
yes or no.
Poop check. This is a
Poop
poop check. If it's a 2, you poop.
Okay,
Alright.
so you saw some dead bodies. You're not telling the
just
group.
being relaxed.
Yeah.
No, you're just. Shh. I'm telling you that I saw some dead bodies. To like hide, investigate up the hill.
I'm lofting that thing
Felix, Felix, I saw a dead body over there. No,
Oh, that's what the smell.
I think I react. I go straight down, like I kneel down. I don't know if I ever stood up. I don't know
Makes
what
way more
the vibe is.
sense.
I think I see multiple dead bodies over there.
Stage whisper.
I think I see
Yeah,
multiple
there you
dead
go.
bodies over there. Can you just like hide for a second? Everyone who's just standing around.
I kneel in the snow. Is there anywhere to hide around?
Currently, no. The tree line is about 300 feet behind you that way.
Oh, we're in like a
And
fucking
you're at the
open.
base of a mountain.
With
right
the base
now.
of it. Okay.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
base of the mountain.
You are looking up the slope, and like I say, about 100 feet up, you see a collection of dead bodies.
I go towards the dead bodies.
Okay. So you're
Stealthily.
leading the way.
I'm doing a stealth
I'm not.
Okay.
in the open. So I
Perfect.
guess I can't.
Right.
So never mind. I'm walking. Like stealth.
Okay. I need a
Which
marching
makes me
order.
actually more
I'll
sus.
go first. Fuck it, whatever.
I'm
Okay.
Right behind you.
I might die.
I'm behind, trailing farther, drawing my bow
Okay.
a little further back.
So first, second,
No, I'm last.
First, second,
first, second,
Third,
third, fourth.
I'm like
Sure.
telling the boys. I'm like,
She's
I got shield and
Perfect.
cover
Yeah.
fire.
You get about 50 feet away or so from it, and yeah, seeing them now, there's a collection of probably 4 or 5 of them. Their face is like rotted away, but some of it is still preserved by the freezing cold temperatures of wherever you are. Their clothes were obviously like explorers' clothes. They were climbing. They have ropes. They have climbing equipment with them, but they are no longer alive. Except you're about 50 feet away.
Does it look like they're like, you said like they're rotting away, or there's like obviously like injuries, or is the rotting away, does that look like injuries, or does it look like just
It looks like frostbite and exposed bone.
right?
Does it still smell like poo?
The poo's gone. The air's
No,
too cold.
you're fine.
No.
No, because she's downhill from you.
I think Red's
She's downwind.
Right.
I'm good.
You guys are 50 feet away.
Okay.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna get closer.
Okay.
Keep going on here.
Everybody else joining?
Whatever happens, happens.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna turn and kind of look into the tree line that's away from
I'd
us.
like to, if I can,
Yeah, tree line is way behind you.
I'm still looking.
Because we're going up now, right?
Yes.
I would like to hold my Eldritch Blast
Holding an Eldritch Blast.
as we walk, if that's possible. I'm not even sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm holding for
6 seconds
for-
at a
My
time,
great
like,
axe
it's a
up.
can't, so
Yeah,
I'll hold
I
my
guess I'm
great
holding an
axe up.
action for movement from like I'm now looking on behind the group. They're heading forwards and I'm like walking backwards.
Huh.
Tree line and whatever was where we came from, basically.
Okay. Felix?
I just
If
got
I
my
see
rapier
movement.
out and shield up.
Your rapier's near broken.
We shouldn't have come here.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too.
Rhythm.
I have an extra quarterstaff.
I have a scimitar. You want a scimitar? You want a scimitar?
Yeah, I
You
need
want my
that.
You can have
quarterstaff?
it.
As you guys kind of hand weapons off,
You can have my
A stick?
who
You
are
want my scimitar?
how are we moving? In a box, in a line, in a vertical line, a horizontal line? How are we moving?
I'll be beside Zephin.
Okay.
You two are up front.
Sure.
You guys just slightly behind.
I guess yeah, because Felix would be near me. We're handing off.
But yeah, you guys
weapons
are
or
handing off
whatever.
weapons. So as you guys are making this handoff, I need you two to please make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
No, it's a wisdom save.
Wisdom.
I'm proficient in this. It's good.
Is it good? 2.
Hey,
So natty 20,
What was
baby.
it?
Natty 20 plus 3 is
Four, so-
23.
It is a
10 for me.
as you guys begin to move closer to this creature, this low melancholy wail starts. You hear it first. It's almost below. You don't even hear it as much as like you feel it. It's this like buzz, this deep, penetrating, dark energy that you feel.
I'd like to use my favorite of the gods.
I would love you to, like on this roll,
Yeah.
to redo the one you just did.
No, I get to add 2d4 to it.
Okay, okay.
Plus 6, so 16.
16. You begin to go unconscious.
Oh, fuck.
As your eye, like you kind of hit your knees, you're fine, but you look to your left, and Zephin kind of clutches at your arm, and he starts to lose consciousness. He hits his knees, and you see this glow that saved you. The DC was a 15. So he just kind of like you feel this warmth emanate from you, and all of a sudden you just kind of steady yourself, and you see this one creature begin to stand. And then the 4 around him begin to stand. Go ahead, roll initiative for me.
Fucking
everybody.
knew it.
I had
Fucking
Eldritch
knew it.
Blast ready to go.
You
also
did.
had
I would say that you
great
lost
axe.
concentration because of this.
I was looking the wrong direction.
because of
I
this.
had great axe.
Oh no, you didn't, because you passed, so you're fine. Yeah. Yes, but this happened 30 feet. This happened 30 feet out. Yeah. Yeah.
And you're not. Are you gonna give me the shot? I said I was looking behind, technically.
Yeah. So you weren't
So
really
no.
aiming up ahead of you. Just give me 1 second here. I'll just get
I knew there were zombies. Fucking knew it.
like I said, it was a very good thing that you decided to use that.
Yep.
Mountain zombies.
Sorry, guys.
It's a pretty good freaking level 1 thing.
Yeah, that's an awesome.
Oh, the one is not a zombie. The other 4 are.
Oh,
The big
fuck.
slow guy is
It's a raid.
not some, is something else.
It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright.
You guys see me here?
It's not a wraith either.
It's not a race either.
No. Okay. Alrighty.
It's an abominable
Alright.
snowman.
Am I getting that attack or not?
You what?
Am I getting that attack?
We will, yeah. As soon as
Okay.
we'll do initiative.
Okay, so
and then
that'll
we'll
be my
do
initiative.
Holding a jabby.
That's a D8.
Okay. Good news for you guys. Alright. Let's go around the horn here. Do we have 25 to 20? That's fine. 22, 15. It's alright as well. 15 to 10.
14.
12.
11.
9.
Sorry, 14, 12.
Bear,
Perfect.
Zephin, Felix.
Felix. And what was yours?
9.
9?
9.
Yeah, okay. Cool. Let's see.
9.
Okay, Bear, you are up as he's clutched at your arm, and then he manages to kind of pull through it. You feel and hear this low wail, and you look up. Your vision is drawn, and you see these 4 or 5 shambling figures start to slowly walk towards you.
Okay.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna hit the one that looks the biggest, baddest, and scariest.
Yeah, the one that doing that wail on you.
Sure.
Fucking run up to him. You close that 30 feet right to him. Go ahead, roll those 2 attacks.
I'm gonna rage.
Should we
Okay.
set
And then I'm
these
gonna-
up? But I'll-
Sorry. First, let's roll the prepared attack. Yeah.
Hmm.
Sorry about that. Who are you attacking? The guy. Who,
The
like,
one
yelled at you?
closest to me, honestly.
Yeah.
To
So
be
there's a
fair,
couple zombies kind of closer to you. Go
yeah,
ahead.
whoever was closest to me is what I would have been aiming. Yeah, I got a hit. I hope.
Yeah.
18 plus
Where are the
7 now, I
bats?
think.
Where are the
So
big
25.
By the way, I'm pointing the other way.
Yeah. You can use the
Yeah.
squares of the map there for it. Just put them up by 30 there for you.
So 25 to hit.
How many's that?
30 feet up.
Zombies.
How many you got there?
2.
2.
There you go. You can make the small guy the big guy.
Oh shit!
This is the big guy.
I get 2 beams
Woo!
What do you mean?
at 5th level.
2 beams
All
of
right. So what was your
Malzahor's
first one?
25 to hit.
25 absolutely hits. Yeah. Go ahead, roll that damage.
Eldridge Best.
D10. 1d10? 1d10 plus 4. That would be 8 total damage.
8 total damage. Okay.
Do I get both beams?
Just
one
some
beam.
prepped action. I mean, do you just get it as a free
It
thing?
just says at 5th level it's 2 beams.
Hell yeah, man! Shoot again.
Alright, I'm gonna aim at the
I'm
same
gonna tell
one.
you no for
Twice.
This guy? Is he closest? Probably.
That's a 9. Okay, plus 7, so 16.
16 to hit.
Yeah.
16 hits.
Alright. 6 damage.
6 damage. Oh boy, this one is already looking rough. These shambling mounds kind of start to walk towards you. As you collect yourself, you blast 2 Eldritch blasts right at him. It blows off like part of his shoulder and then goes through like whatever skin sack he had left. Just blows like his back out basically.
Yeah, I like to think too, like the first beam come out that you normally see,
Yeah.
and then another beam come out of normally out of the quarterstaff, and
Yeah.
then another one like
Of your ass.
just like out of my hand.
Fuck
so
yeah.
It's 2.
Yeah. You just whip that shit out of him.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah. And I poop
Okay.
out another beam.
There you go. That's for level 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poop beam.
Okay, Barry, you are up. We are in initiative
Already got
order
that
now.
one.
Who's the guy who's making the whale sound?
Who's
Who's doing that?
This one.
the small
The
guy
big
there?
small
Who's
Small
doing
guy
that?
there.
Okay.
Careful.
Well.
I'm pulling in. Wow.
Bear's in it. Bear's in it. He's
Going in, I'm
attack.
raging,
Yeah.
and I'm recklessly
all my
attacking.
Okay.
cantrips are stronger now.
Got a 17.
Ooh.
That's pretty
17 hits.
17 on the first, and then do you want me to just roll damage first?
Sure, if you like.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
Oh baby, that is 18 damage.
18.
And I'll go again. That's a 26.
26 hits.
And
Hard.
17 damage.
God damn.
Let's go.
Okay.
Little big guy.
This thing that's like yells at you as you get closer. You see the tendons of his jaw still moving as he just like you like slam your great axe into him, just tears through the fabric of his coat, ripping out like his spleen or what was left of it. You come around, swinging at exactly the same spot on the other side, almost cutting through him. It's literally just his spine that is holding him together. You did a shit ton of damage, but he is still very much up. Alright, Zephyr, you are up again as Bear has sprinted uphill.
I'm going to.
Eldritch Blast, the
Yeah.
big one.
Eldritch Blast, the big one. Okay, it will be at disadvantage because Bear is in
You're going
between
through
you
Bear.
and between you and him.
Okay.
Go ahead.
No. 9.
No good.
9 to hit.
You get 2 blasts though, yeah.
Wait,
Yes.
he's attacking the big one, or
Yeah, the
I
little
was-
one is
The
the
little
Yeah.
one is the big
oh,
one.
that's what
Yeah.
you mean. Okay.
And then I'm gonna take my second blast. Is gonna be at the other one.
Sure, yeah.
The one I was first the time.
Yeah, go for it.
That is a 22.
22 hits.
To heat. I wish I did that against the big one. Sorry, Bear. 8. Damage.
8 damage. Okay, I need to make a. Okay. As you like hit this one with the second one, I guess out of the hand, as you whip that shit up at him, it just takes the zombie's head clean off and it just falls down to the dirt. You manage to kill the one.
Hold on.
I don't know
Yeah,
which
it's
one
not-
is any of them.
Yeah, it's fine.
Any of them's fine.
Dead.
Great. Okay, Felix. Yeah.
I got a new spell. Are we using their new shit yet?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You have
Alright.
long rest.
I'm going to
Did you Eldritch Blast
use
as a...
my. That's just an action.
Oh,
That's
okay.
a cantrip. So then I can use as my bonus action.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast a new spell that I learned in my dreams.
Okay.
Sanctuary.
Okay.
And it's gonna be on Bear.
Awesome. What does that give him?
Oh. Because he's within 30 feet, right?
Give me same.
Yeah,
for sure.
For sure.
You ward a creature within range against attack. Until the spell ends, any creature who targets the warded creature with an attack or a harmful spell must first make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature must choose a new target or lose the attack or spell. The spell doesn't protect the warded creature from area effects. Okay. If the warded creature makes an attack or casts a spell that affects any enemy creature, the spell ends. So they have to make a wisdom save to hit you.
Wow.
Cool.
Okay. That's
Fantastic.
that's pretty
That's
big.
a cool feature.
All right.
It's for 1 minute.
Felix, you're up.
That's for 1
For
minute.
one minute. Okay.
I'm gonna move
Or
my
concentration though, yeah.
30.
Or your
Oh,
concentration.
okay. Oh yeah. Okay.
Sweet.
30
level one
feet.
spell.
Can that get me here in between?
Yeah, I said they were about 30 feet away, so I mean you're 35 feet away.
Anyone else get faster than
No.
I'm fast.
Why'd you get faster?
I got faster in level 5.
Why?
I don't know. It's called fast movement. So I'm
Just
40
something you
feet
got.
now.
Yeah.
Oh.
So right there where this guy used to be, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna try out this new scimitar of mine. Let's hope it works. Is a 17 to hit.
17 on the big guy.
The big. No, not the actual big guy.
Yeah. One of the zombies. Yep.
Yeah, just
That hits. Go ahead, roll that damage.
6 damage altogether.
6 damage altogether.
Yes, sir.
All right. Sounds good. That's it for you.
Yep, that's it.
Okay, Ritz, you are up.
I'm just gonna like.
Your colleagues have taken off up the
Yeah,
mountain.
I'm just gonna like take a lunge back and take a knee.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna take a shot at each of these
Sure, go for it.
Zombies.
Yeah, the 2 unarmed ones.
Ooh, wait. 2. It's an 11.
Yeah, that hits.
Really? I
Yep.
rolled a 2 and it hit.
Yeah. Zombies are
let's
slow,
do it.
shambling
Let's
mounts.
do it. Let's do it.
I'm just stupid.
7.
stupid.
7 on the first one.
7 on the first one. Okay.
Next one is a crit.
Okay.
Rolled a 19.
Boom.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. That's some fighter spider shit. Cool. Double that damage. Double the dice, I should say.
14,
Adam fist.
just with the roll.
14 with the roll.
Plus 4, 18 damage.
Woo! That one finds the eye. Both zombies are still up, but that one is like shambling slower somehow than the other one. Okay. Now I need, since you guys are close to this thing, you guys now have to make this wisdom saving throw for me, please, Bear and Felix.
And you don't have to do the dex save
I
to
failed
hit me on
too.
this, or do you?
This is an effect. This is
an
just
effect.
this is the
Okay.
wailing
And it's
that
dex.
he is emanating. It is not Dex. It is Wisdom
Wait, so
save.
wisdom. Sorry.
What did you get?
I failed with a 2.
Okay.
Actually, a 1.
Dex 15.
15 just
Not dex.
succeeds.
Wisdom.
Yeah, Wisdom. Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
All right.
you
Sorry,
said-
it'd be 17 then.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah. Still, I mean, that succeeds. Felix goes unconscious. As
To
quick.
zero, like to 0 or
no,
just an
just
effect?
That should be
unconscious
the
under
Oh,
under
real
the
quick.
effect.
Felix is dead again. Just kidding.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Honestly,
as
though.
this wail just like hits your ears and inside your helmet just rings inside of your head, and the frequency of it just knocks you out. It's like the opposite of the brown note,
Mm.
you know. Instead of pooping, instead of pooping, you sleep. And yeah, so Felix is currently unconscious. So what does that mean? Oh, it means that I could probably fuck him up pretty good now. All right. Now he's gonna take his turn. Bear, since you are the one really up in his grill, you said he needs to make a wisdom save,
Wisdom.
right?
Indeed.
Good thing. That is the one thing he is good at. 16 plus.
Yep, it's good.
Okay. Dynamite. So then he just gets to attack.
Yep,
Yeah,
it's good.
and he'll be at an advantage because I was recklessly attacking.
Okay. Great. Natty light and then an 8, but the 8 is a plus 7.
Ooh, 15.
That hits.
Sorry, I gotta re-roll because this is a range, so he should be at disadvantage, so it would cancel out. It would cancel out. I mean, that's just as good. Okay. This thing stares at you, and these tendrils of like blue energy kind of move around its head, and it just like slashes into you with this psychic energy.
Uh-oh.
Psychic.
Yeah, it's bad.
Fuck.
You're allergic to psychic.
You're allergic to the one thing he's allergic to.
It's like you built this on
He's
purpose.
allergic to psychic?
6, 7, boy, 8. Sorry, 17 psychic damage to you, Bear.
Ouchie.
Not halved.
That is not halved.
Even with the bear primal
That's the
power?
one thing
That
that it
was
is
the one,
not.
right? Okay.
I was like,
built
trust
it.
me,
How much-
I checked.
Yeah, how much was it?
17.
17. Okay, I'm gonna do Stone's Endurance.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so down to 10.
These like tendrils of energy just like go into your nose and into your ear, and you just feel this pain rack your brain. Yeah. Okay. Fuck yes.
Not great.
Now the zombies is gonna go, and there's 4 of them, and they're going to attack
3 zombies.
3 zombies. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
They are going to attack who? Okay, let's go. Fucking idiot. Okay. There we go. So let's just say that they start to shift around. I mean, their movement is only 15 feet, so they can really only get to there. And they're just going to slam into you. Let's see. Your plus. Hit. That was the wrong die. Cool. Good job. 3, 9. Does a 12 hit you?
Alex?
Oh, you're attacking me again?
Yeah.
12. Yeah, just hits.
Okay. Then in that case, you just take. Oh, you only take 4 points of bludgeoning damage, halved down to 2.
42.
Yeah, that's the minimum for you. And those are the zombies. Okay, we are back up top. There, you are up.
Up again. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna hit the big bad
Yeah. slam into him.
recklessly.
Cool.
Oof, that's 13.
13 does not hit.
I'll swing again.
Yep.
18.
18 does hit.
Okay.
Do that big boy
That's
damage.
gonna be 11.
11 damage. Okay. This thing is starting to look a little rough. Starting to look a little rough as your axe like finds purchase inside of its shoulder. It like cuts off one of its arms. It just like falls gimply to the snow. One hand just like reaches out, kind of claws at your chest. But it's more these like psychic tendrils that are creeping off of it that are doing the thing to you. Zephin, you are up. As the zombies have all closed around Bear. And Felix is down.
What I'm gonna do, I'm doing the thing when I Eldritch Blast,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll get the guy who's behind Bear
Yeah, cool. Go
for the
it.
first one.
Would that be an advantage? Or no, sorry.
No, that's ranged.
Yeah.
24.
24 hits anyways, yeah.
And that is that's a 10. So 14 damage.
14 damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me just do 14. Just missed the saving throw. So you do kill the zombies again.
Yep.
You just rip that fucking head right off the thing.
Then I'm gonna use the second one. This guy.
Okay, go for it.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. Yeah, that'll
Crit, baby.
fucking do it there.
Not great damage. 8 damage total.
8 damage total.
Yeah.
All right, that one is still up as your left-handed fucking screwball of a Eldritch Blast just rips into him.
Yeah. And
You moving? You can get closer and then get in the effect
No,
of this
thank you.
screen.
I'm gonna back
Okay.
up a little bit.
Alright, coward.
Yeah, that's Zephin. Okay, so that's 15 feet backwards.
Alright.
And I think that's all I can really do. That's all different. That's fine.
Okay, perfect.
I'm picking up Felix.
Felix is still unconscious. Do you
Well,
get
I
to-
would use my bonus action to try to do a mode of light on him to see if that'll do anything. I see him on the ground.
Mode of light? Yeah, sure. What is it? Oh, it's just like your,
It's my healing
your
thing.
healing?
Yeah. Would be plus 2. I mean, I guess he gets plus 2 health anyway.
Yeah, so you get 2 health.
Okay.
You are still unconscious.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know.
No, you try and heal him because you think maybe, like, you've
Maybe
done this a
he's
million
unconscious.
times.
Yeah.
You fire that energy at him and he is still out like a light. So that is
Oh my god, is he dead?
your turn too. Ritz, you've seen this healing enter
I don't
Felix.
get to roll.
Nothing.
Wow.
You are unconscious
You are
for
sleeping, baby.
1 minute.
Full sleep, eh?
Whoa!
Well, I mean, there's a way to get out of it. You
Yeah.
just don't know what it is. Yeah.
I'm gonna the 2 zombies.
You're gonna the 2? Go
Yeah,
for it.
that's
Do
the
your
goal.
thing, girls.
That's the goal. 13 plus 9.
Yep, that hits. Go ahead, roll the damage.
9 damage for the
9
first one.
damage. Okay, 1 second here. Fuck. Keep feeling. All right, 1 is down.
Next
Knock
one.
him out.
Nice.
Yeah, finds right in the base of the skull. The arrow just
That's the same one I have, right?
yeah.
15.
15 to hit hits.
Ooh, 5 damage.
5 damage. That one is still up. But yeah, the first one you like pull that arrow, cleans right through the skull, pierces whatever brain is left on this thing, and it just falls limply to the snow. The second one you hit just kind of in the rib cage. Probably would have hit a heart. There's no heart in this thing. Okay, Bear, please go ahead, roll that wisdom save for me again, brother.
Alright. Nice. 21.
21, still succeeding. Still succeeding as this whale just continuously rolls out.
There's a whale. It's so cold.
So cold, and there's no water around here unless it's frozen water like
Weird.
snow. Go ahead, man. Action is
There's
yours.
a whale trapped in somewhere.
Actions to me?
There's no.
No, sorry, it's my quiet soul's turn.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Did you attack? You attacked
Forget
someone,
that. I am going to attack you,
Me?
Yeah,
sir.
It's still his turn. Yeah, I got 1 attack at a 2.
right? Okay, so you
Let's
don't
have
have
15 to hit.
sanctuary.
I
With
don't have
these
it?
Psychic,
Oh.
these psychic lashes, 15 to hit.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, baby. 5, 10, 15. Oh my god. 23. 27. That was a huge
Psychic?
fucking roll. 27 psychic damage.
I'm dead.
God damn. I rolled 4 5s, a 4, and a 3
Wow.
on 66.
Good for you, man.
Holy
Fuck
shit.
yeah, man. Feels good. God damn.
Excellent roll.
Bear, these like
Yeah, that's sick, Adam.
you see like you two down the
Okay, you
mountain.
wanna let anyone else play?
See these like psychic tendrils again bury themselves in Bear's head. You see his body literally levitate off the ground as this energy lifts him and then just drops him to the ground. Ooh! Oh,
Sucks.
okay.
These two got it, no problem.
Yeah, the zombies.
I'll wake up in a minute. Just
I guess
keep playing for like 10 more rounds.
the one zombie is just going to start shambling towards you, and that's all he can fucking do right now. And that brings us back up to the top. Bear, please roll a death save for me, sir.
But at least I don't have to do that.
Nope.
That is one failure.
Get out of here.
We say we just
Zephyr.
go.
Get out of here. I'll wake up in a minute.
Alright, I'm going to
I did it.
Eldritch Blast the zombie in front of me.
Yeah, go for it.
Zombie.
14 to hit.
That hits, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Kill him, please.
13 damage.
13 damage.
Come on.
Okay.
Ah.
13. God damn it, just short.
Ah.
Dead.
Dead ass.
The most fun part of zombies is like you don't do enough damage, they get to still stand up, but they keep failing these saves.
Suck.
Zombie is down.
Last
You're just
Wow.
left with this
Then
fucking
I
quiet
have
guy.
I have to use my second beam at the big guy.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's good. 25.
25 hits.
12 damage.
12 damage.
Nice.
Starting to look pretty rough.
And then I'm gonna healing light bear with my bonus action.
Sure. Bear, your brain is scrambled, but you come back to
You're
consciousness with however many hit points.
6.
Felix,
Nice.
you are still sleeping. Let's hear that snoring sound. Awesome work. Awesome sound effect work. Ritz, you are up.
I'm taking double shots at Big Boy here. I'm actually gonna take double shots at Zeph in the back of the skull. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, go for
A
it.
shield.
Big Boy, nat 20. Let's go, Chris.
Jesus!
Okay.
Alright, that's one.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12 for the first one.
12 total.
You're
Okay.
Did you roll low?
4.
So 4, 8 plus 1.
8 plus 9. That's
That
17.
hits. Yeah. Yep. That bonus to hit is
6,
nice.
10 damage.
10
Second
more damage. This thing is looking real rough.
Nice.
Real rough.
I like it.
I don't want to waste my magic things. I think we got this.
Yeah.
We got this.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it.
Okay.
I'll
Say
give you
that.
just thumbs up.
You say that, but we'll see.
He
Don't touch me.
begins-
I'm also running back 40,000 feet.
His full motion is 10 feet.
Oh, really? Yes. Thank God.
So he
Stupid whale.
at this point is
I
just
laugh at that.
fucking crawling kind of towards you as you guys have done a lot of damage to
I
it.
can't picture what this thing looks like, by the way.
It is a skeleton that like its fucking jaw is just barely
It's
hanging
like a
open.
giant zombie.
Nope, just a regular size, regular
Oh.
fucking size.
He's just
He's
tough,
just
man.
got this
Not a whale.
nasty fucking.
Big was like
Yeah, I mean
the
he's
word
not
for
like a
tougher.
zombie. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. He just
Like a
has
big
this
guy.
whale,
buff.
this like low whale, magical kind of whale.
He was like a
going on with him.
bodybuilder before death.
I would say maybe a singer because it's like a voice thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Or like he had a curse placed on him by something that lives on the mountain.
Oh, there it is.
That's just a
Somebody
guess.
write that down. Somebody write it down.
But
Like maybe, or he's just a fucking zombie and you guys are near the frost wall.
And there's
Near the frost
tons
wall.
of other fucking places we could be. That's curses.
There's
Yes.
there's lots of magical winter places out there. All
Like the
right, the
North
zombies
Pole.
is all dead.
What are
Bear,
the
you are
chances?
up. Please roll another death save for me. A 1
He's
kills
up.
you.
Whoa.
Oh, he's up, that fucker.
Yeah,
Go
I'm
ahead,
up,
do your
dude.
thing.
Get out of
But
here.
you're not.
Dude.
All right,
You
fine.
still-
Go for it.
yeah.
Just half your
You're
move.
just.
I used half my
wait.
movement
Yeah,
just
but
to get up.
half you, he can move 10 feet. You can still close the gap.
Yeah,
so.
I've got 40 feet of movement, you naysayers.
Only 20, you bitch. So you can still get to him. So
Whatever.
whatever.
He's got his back turned like a bitch. I'm gonna rage.
Yeah, do your thing. Do
You're
your
gonna
thing.
just do another rage.
And then 16.
16 hits.
Just hit him.
Just hit him normal.
Just
You're-
hit him normally. You get him.
You're not-
16 damage.
16 damage plus rage.
Yep.
So total.
No, 16 total. Sorry, the
16
10 plus
total.
6. Yeah.
Okay, so you fire that like mode of healing into him, and then this zombie starts kind of walking towards you. Your eyes kind of flutter awake. You have this piercing headache. This zombie has started to walk away from you 10 feet. How do you want to kill him?
Oh, glad you asked.
He's a zombie, right?
That he is. Well, kind
no.
of. He's
I just want to know.
a
He's a
zombie.
whale. Weren't you listening?
He is an
No, he's a priest. Why don't you kill him?
he is an undead. Yeah, there is no priest robe, so you probably want to let him live.
So what I want to do is basically like
I walk
cleave his head off clean, but so it like kind of comes up and then sits back on his neck.
Yes.
And then just
Yeah.
put my axe the other way and
Yeah.
just fucking. Smoke
Yes!
it.
Yes!
Baseball
Yeah.
action, baby. Let's go Blue
Absolutely,
Jays.
absolutely. That sharpened edge just cuts it clean.
Okay.
The feet actually take a
Blue
couple more
Jays.
steps, and then as the body starts to
Play.
fall,
Oh.
like the head comes towards you, and you hit it basically over the mountain. Like
Fuck
you
yeah.
just fucking. That's
Boink.
like that's at
Fuck
least
yeah.
280 feet.
Can I
280
axe?
feet.
Can I axe flip?
100%, yeah.
I
Yeah.
axe flip.
Yeah. You axe flip. The axe just like just like blade down into the snow. Do you like run around the bases?
No, I'll go and help Zephyr out. What's your name?
Get up, Zephyr.
Felix. Okay.
Fucking standing.
How do you do it? Do you like slap him away? Do you, like, what do you do?
So
Standing
okay.
here.
You're just
'Cause
holding
he
my
is-
hand.
He is currently unconscious.
He's just unconscious.
Yeah.
I'll just get down on one knee and like try to.
Kiss him.
Yeah.
How do you do it? You just like
Can you kiss him? Kiss him.
You ever seen me blackout drunk? That.
you see there
All of a sudden, Felix has Sherpa pants on.
like a few seconds go by, 30 seconds. You were gonna wake up in 1 minute anyways. And as your eyes like kind of come to consciousness, Bear
This
has
is what
his,
he looks like when he sleeps.
he is like an inch away from you with his mouth open and his eyes. Oh, zombie!
My mouth's open.
Well, you're
Zombie's trying to
You're-
eat me, and I
you're
roll for
gonna-
attack.
I'm just going straight
Yeah,
for
sure,
the,
hit him.
But like, knock him with your fist, like thunk.
Yeah. So
Just
it's
thunk
Zombie
him.
bear.
roll,
just
roll
thunk
to
him.
attack, and it's just
2.
one.
I missed.
One. That's a shame.
God. He's
So
gonna
he
kill
just-
me.
He like swings, and you just kind of move your head out of the way.
Felix.
Zombie
because
bear.
that's your name. Felix.
Seven.
Felix, it's over. It's over. We killed him.
You look to your
My
left,
help.
your right. There's some
We
zombie
killed
corpses surrounding you. My help.
No thanks to me.
Back and better than ever. Felix, everyone.
So unlucky.
He is
You
so
just
unlucky.
know-
So fucked.
He is so fucking unlucky.
Guy.
Garrett wants to do his shit.
My
And
AC's
he never
20.
can.
2 now.
And every time you get hit, you get fucking knocked out.
Yep.
Every time you
No matter
get,
what.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah. So as you guys are again collecting yourself from this,
Always laying down.
go ahead, roll a
Should have made
perception.
your mini.
Right, my character has narcolepsy.
Yeah, 100%.
At this point,
You should
yeah.
make a mini of you, but like the position's
the
also
asleep
one just
one, yeah,
lying
just-
down.
Just prone.
Sorry.
Roll perception. Okay.
Oop.
Slow down. No one for you.
54.
What did I get? Investigation?
No, perception.
Perception.
Yeah.
19.
Okay.
Dirty.
As the wind has kind of picked up, it's starting to starts to blow snow already over these corpses, covering them. You swear, kind of 100 feet or so, you see more movement. Just kind of up the hill, and looking kind of further that way, you see like a small cave, kind of coming from where this humanoid figure is coming from.
So there is a humanoid figure.
It is a humanoid figure, yes.
It's not
Yes.
just movement.
You see like 2 legs, and it's hard to make out because the snow is kind of blowing directly into your
Okay,
face.
I just relay this information quietly.
I'm gonna do what I should have done before and cast Divine Sense.
Okay, what does this do?
You definitely should have.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the thing you've
That's like
tried
the
so
one
many
thing
times. Yeah. Is it undead or is it a fiend? You would have caught them lying on the ground.
Yeah,
Oh, fuck.
100%.
And you could have been like,
I-
let's
while I was
have a
unconscious, I
wide
was like,
berth around these
Yeah.
fucking guys.
You know what I should have done?
How did I get here?
Felix
Yeah,
unconscious. is
I
having
just
a
I just
dream
do.
I think
just
you
do
shat.
cast
I
it.
think you shat is what
I
happened.
may have shot. I clearly just shot.
Okay,
Red
but
said
what
made you
happens with
believe
it?
You shot.
Until the end of your next turn, you know the location of a celestial fiend or undead 60 feet. So
Okay.
I'm gonna get within 60 feet.
Cool.
Okay.
It's 100 feet from us.
Yeah, I'm gonna get within 60 feet.
Yeah, like as this
Not behind full cover.
as this figure approaches, you you get a little closer, and you get what are the
Celestial fiend or undead.
okay, yeah, you get kind of nothing, nothing from this figure.
Nothing. It's good. It's good. Friendly.
It's friendly. I can say for a fact it's friendly.
Nothing.
I'm like, nothing what?
Nothing. It's friendly. It's a
No,
friendly.
that guy out there. It's nothing.
Oh, that's
but-
just Greg.
No,
Oh,
no,
it's
no, no.
Greg. Hey, Greg.
Yeah.
Right there.
So, well, I know that thing up there isn't what we just faced,
Okay. Good to know.
and it's not a celestial, which is
No, it is
Kind of
slowly
making
kind of
it-
making its way towards you, just
Or
like
feet.
blocking,
I would know
kind
if
of
it was
blocking the
celestial.
wind from its.
Do you have divine sense too?
No. I made that up. I wouldn't know.
I just have a feeling I would know.
I would like to think I would know.
I have a feeling I would feel it.
Yeah, you'd probably know better.
All right,
Well,
it's now
it's
it's now like 50
Guaranteed.
feet away from you.
Halt. It's coming toward.
Yeah, that's how
It
threatening.
has
this thing is.
brakes.
That's how threatening this thing is.
Who goes there?
I know it. Yeah. Are you doing that?
Yes.
Okay.
With
was gonna say.
thaumaturgy.
You just kind of yell out over the yell out over the weather.
Cast thaumaturgy.
Yeah.
To yell.
To boom my voice.
Yeah.
Boom it.
Boom that shit.
Boom, 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 boom.
As he gets closer, about 40 feet away or so, you can start to see that it is like a man. And he just yells back, "I'm a friend. Come, take shelter. It's cold, and it will only get colder through the night."
I don't believe him. He wants to eat us.
How do we know you're safe and not the one that changed these beings?
With that, he like laughs. You hear, "Look around you. Nothing here is safe."
I'm rolling insight check
Sure.
to see if that's like a trustworthy.
Sounds like he's like acting.
like
He said
fun.
Nothing is
Like-
safe. So that means he's not safe.
18
the
plus.
cave's not safe.
My insight's
We can
really
trust
high.
that.
I know that.
Okay.
Plus 4, so 22.
Nice.
Okay. Give me a second here.
If it's just him,
I'm
we
not
can,
gonna tell you what.
you know.
So what was it? Sorry, what was the total?
Nothing's safe,
22.
Yeah, neither are
which
we.
means he's not safe.
Neither are we.
Me too.
Oh my god. I kill myself.
It
Just outed
sounds.
himself.
I'm not safe. Oh, I gotta prove myself right.
Felix is sleeping again.
Oh no. He sounds like he is absolutely telling the truth. It's more like it's
Camaraderie
fucking it's
kind of
winter and those
we're
were
on the side of a
zombies
mountain,
and you're
yeah.
on the side of a mountain and you don't know where you are and everything here is fucking dangerous.
Okay, we're
We
going.
start making the trek,
Yeah.
Yeah.
slogging through
Perfect.
the
He
snow.
just kind of waves to you and then like points up kind of at this like small cave system that you can see. As you guys
Can I do a perception around for this Pride Rock Bear has described?
Sure, yeah, absolutely you can.
How does a 6 do?
6 tells you that as you like look up and you try and scan the horizon for anything that looks like this, the snow is blowing into your eyes and you're forced to like look down and away and cover. So you can't make anything out that way. Of course, if anybody else wants to try that check, they can absolutely try that check.
I will try that
Yeah,
check.
go for it.
Mhm.
Do your thing.
It's going to be. This is perception, you said?
Yeah.
So it's going to be plus dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Yeah. As you kind of shelter your eyes, you think there is an outcropping of rock, but it's high and far. It is on this mountain, but it is like all the way up there. It's really up there. You're looking at it, you're like,
Guys, I see something way up there.
um,
It's way up there.
like as
Like
you
what?
as you close in,
Cropping of a rock.
as you close into this,
Isn't that what mountains
as
are?
you close into this man, he goes, "Are you searching for the hag?"
No.
He kind of shouts over the snow.
The what?
What's it to you, Sam?
I'm turning a bear. What the fuck?
And if we are,
I'm trying to disguise myself.
That I can help you get there.
Indeed.
I have like
What's in it for you?
What?
To help us.
What business do you have with this hag?
He says, "Come inside. We'll talk out of the snow."
That sounds great.
come into
How are
your
we gonna kill him?
We'll decide that when we get in there.
Can I
No, I think
check
through
the cave for like safety?
Yeah, so you guys get there. It's like 50, 60 feet. The snow is really like buffeting you by this time. It's obviously a blizzard and it's getting worse over time. As you kind of crest and get to the dry part of this cave, it seems like somebody is living here. There's kind of a natural chimney. There's a fire going. You see there is meat. So where that came from, you didn't hear any animals, but he's got some. It's like animals. It's not humans. You can tell there's like
Inside check the DM.
You're-
There's a hoof.
you're
there's a
looking. You
hoof.
see like deer and rabbit carcass as well as like a few birds hung up to dry, and other than that, it's a warm fire. He's got a few bedrolls. Looks clean. Doesn't look like there's too much funny business here. Just looks like a man sleeping in a cave.
What's your name?
My name is Dairon. He kind of like pulls the hood down. You see like just this like long, dark-haired figure. Probably comes down to like his chin. He's got like a thick beard, just matted in snow, and he just kind of shakes it out. Sits near the fire, just wrapped in this deep green cloak that's all tattered.
Is he a human? Is he a...
Yep, he's a human.
Why assume we are coming for the hag?
Because that's all that anybody comes here for.
Is that why you're here?
It was. I failed. She was too strong for me and mine.
You're trying to kill her?
I would simply like to undo what she did to my people.
What did she do to your people?
She took my family from me.
So you
What did you
want her to bring them back?
I'll tell you more in the morning. I'm just glad that I found you before anything else did. Please, sleep, eat. There's meat. It's like looks out.
I already had a power nap outside. I'm good.
I actually feel more refreshed than ever.
Meat. So trigger.
Yeah, you guys have like the time in your weird teleport too has like fucked up. Like judging by the time that you
I
left,
was
it
gonna
should
say
be
it's night
midday,
now, right?
and it
Yeah.
is like probably 11 or 12. Like whatever this teleport spell was, the damage that you took, you also lost about 7 or 8 hours, and it's now nighttime again.
About tired.
I'm gonna ask if he has any hand sanitizer.
Hand sanitizer. Yes.
Is he wearing a mask?
So much.
No.
He is actually anti-vax.
Oh.
I leave.
One of those.
Yes.
No, I meant more for my poop hand is what I was talking about.
Right.
Yeah, I have a
No.
sink.
No, I'm just gonna like
There's tons of snow.
cozy like go by the fire.
Tons of snow. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna hunker down.
He just
trust
sits.
this
He takes
guy.
like a rabbit niblet, puts it on a stick, just starts frying it up over the fire. He doesn't really say too much, but he just.
What did you get from the hag?
Those eggs, they are tricky.
Uh-huh.
All I wanted was to escape my old life.
Is that why you live in this cave?
Well, if we're sharing our stories, he goes, I had a wife, and she wasn't fond of my other wife, or family. And so I asked for a way out. I asked for a way out. And her response was to not let me leave this general geographical area. You have to be specific with these creatures. So
Gotcha.
here I am. I can't go until that bitch is dead.
Consider yourself lucky then that we have shown up.
Those zombies, they also thought they would kill her. Now they're my neighbors.
Were your neighbors?
Hmm?
They were your neighbors.
What happened to them?
I don't know. I fell asleep. They're all dead.
No, not Clarence. You have to give them names. It gets very lonely on this mountain.
I can imagine.
Very, very lonely. I've been here 20 years.
Yeah,
20.
it's just about.
You ever fist her on the asshole?
That's what we'll pick up next week.
It's your own.
You gotta end on that.
And
joke.
cut.
You gotta end on that joke. That was too good.
We're changing the title of the video to.
You ever fist her on
You
the
ever
asshole?
fist her
Yeah.
on the asshole?
I'm sure that'll fly on YouTube.
That'll fly.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Yay!
Who pooped? Who pooped is the title.